And, Joe, senior night, familiar foes, we expect a good one, though.
No doubt about that, Stacy. You mentioned it. Great weather for a Thursday night special here on Sonic FNR. You've got Heathwood Hall coming in against Ben Lippen. Ben Lippen, the visiting team tonight. Both teams really looking for a big win here this evening.
And with that being said, let's get right to our key players in the ball game. Players to watch, brought to you by Michaelis Mattress. We begin with Ben Lippen.
First for the Ben Lippen Falcons, Jameer Crooks, the junior wide receiver, 19 catches on the season, 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. They're going to go for the big play. Will the Falcons here tonight? You see the quarterback there. He throws the deep ball, and there's Jameer Crooks out there to make the big catch. The Falcons are going to fly high with Crooks here tonight.
And now take a look at the defensive side of the ball for them.
It'll be the senior defensive lineman, Kellen George. This season, 15 tackles for loss. You see it right there. He gets up the field, beats the block, gets into the backfield, makes the TFL. He also has 4.5 sacks. He has an offer from the Citadel. This Ben Lippen defense led by number 56, Kellen George.
And for the homestanding Highlanders of Heathwood Hall, they have a big-time recruit and some real talent on this field over here. Talk about those guys.
No doubt about it. Number 1, Onis Conanbanny, the wide receiver, the senior, 205 receiving yards this season, 104 on the ground, 4 total touchdowns. He is committed to Tennessee, a tremendous athlete. Heathwood Hall off and running with Conanbanny, the wide receiver.
Defensive side.
You got Julian Hughes, the junior defensive back, 96 tackles this year. He has 1 interception, offers from St. Andrews and Brevard. He is a big-time player. The Highlanders defense led by Hughes. Again, just great ball skills. You see it right here. He makes the close, makes the tackle. He leads this Heathwood Hall defense.
John Lynch of this team. All 4 of those outstanding, talented kids brought to you by Michaelis Mattress and our Players to Watch sponsorship there. And now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we begin with Ben Lippen.
If you're Ben Lippen, you want to contain the quarterback for Heathwood Hall, get up the field on defense. You want to limit your turnovers on offense as well. And if you're the Highlanders, don't just allow the big play. Offensively, you want to establish the ground game.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield brings you those keys to the game, as eloquently put by Joe Cashin. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin in the booth, and of course, Amanda Poole on the sideline. Stand by and stay tuned for an exciting Thursday edition of the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, a Thursday night episode.
Light it.
We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canust and meteorologist Clara Faith bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6, or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Highlander Stadium is the place to be. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin up here in the booth. We're about set for kickoff. First, we'll check in at Ben Lippen taking on Heathwood Hall. We'll check in with our Palmetto Pride game day forecast. Forecast, of course, clear, temperature about 65, humidity 51. It is a perfect half moon tonight. And now we check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Amanda Poole, down on the field. Amanda. Amanda Poole.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Sorry, I'm just having such a great time here with all the Heathwood Hall fans. So I'm actually here because it's senior night and it's a little extra special for a senior, Onus Conan Banny. I'm actually here alongside Miriam, his mom, who came all the way from London with help from the Highlander community to surprise Onus. Miriam has never seen Onus play American football. Born in France, raised in London, Onus will be a Tennessee Volunteer next year. He said that's all possible because of this woman right here. He did say he's a little nervous because she's here for the first time, but after that first play, he says he's ready to rock and roll.
All right, thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Miriam. Right then, that was Miriam, his mother, and that was Brianna Dickerson, Zimmerman, the athletic director of Heathwood Hall, who flew her in. They helped get fly in over here as a surprise to Onus senior nights tonight, so brought her in yesterday. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash in the booth, we mentioned this. We're about ready for kickoff. Heathwood Hall in their blue and green will receive Ben Lippen in their white with green and black trim, kicking off left to right on your screen. That is our Will Lucre Opportunity School kickoff. For over 100 years, we've been helping students build a better future. What a great story. Onus Conan Banny's mother, Miriam, flying over here. Never seen him play. He got a whole Tennessee scholarship offer, had about 30 offers from other schools around the country, and mom had never seen him play American football. That's a short kick. Going to be fielded about the 31-yard line. And pads are popping right there. Down he goes at the 35-yard line. I believe that was number 4. Jackson Noble with that. Yeah, that kickoff, and they'll start it there, and we'll get you set with the starting lineups here in just a few moments. Both teams hungry for a win, Joe.
No doubt about it. 3 wins combined between these two teams. Both need one tonight.
Patrick Belk, McKinley, Morris, the backfield, wide receivers, Hudson, Batts, Conan Banny. We talked about Hitchcock, Tumlin, Logston, Kennedy, Peterson, the offensive line. There's your starters for Heathwood Hall, brought to you by the Stewart Law Offices. Patrick Belk is an outstanding quarterback. Had a big freshman season, got injured last year as a sophomore, but he can really throw it. They're going to put it on the ground and hit immediately, going nowhere fast. Good job up front by Ben Lippen.
No doubt about that. A little inside zone to start the game for this Heathwood Hall offense with the Ben Lippen Falcons defense. They were there for the stop quickly.
That was McGee Sellers, a running back. Let's look at the Stewart Law Office's starting lineup for Ben Lippen. Austin Huff, I love that name, Huff. Cato George, defensive line. Linebackers are Connor, Cobbs, Porter, and Currents. And his secondary, Dixon, Grant, Crooks, Geiger. We talked about Crooks. Jameer Crooks, he's a wide receiver and plays safety. He's one of the better players, leading Ben Lippen. So we'll be 2nd and 10 from right there. Belt with a short pass. Gonna be caught. It's going to be close to a first down. Going to be a little short. But that's a nice throw and a nice catch that time by Charlie Hudson. So Sellers McGee on that first run.
Hudson just got out there and he came out of the slot on the left side. Just found a soft zone in that, or soft place in that zone there.
Yeah.
Wide open. Picks up 8 yards and almost a first.
Yeah, it's third and a little short, a little less than a yard there. So we'll see if they keep it on the ground. Belk has Sellers McGee to his right. One of those 2 last name folks. Sellers McGee, and they got him. They got him with the trickeration, Joseph. They needed
hard count, Stacey.
Yeah, needed less than a yard. They're going to get 5. There's 5 free ones, Joe. The free yards are the best yards.
And especially when it's an automatic, when it's resulting in a first down with a penalty.
Absolutely. So ball's going to be just shy of midfield. That's Patrick Belt, the outstanding junior quarterback right there. Mom Trail is a dentist here in the area. John has a brother. JB was a standout on his team. He's at Hampton University now, so the Belk family represented. A short pass. Ooh, just a little, I don't know if it was nerves or tightness that time, but Belk led his receiver by too much at the time intended, Joe, for Charlie Hudson.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much on that. Really didn't get to allow the receiver to get up the field. It was just take it, and he slung it out to the right. Nobody there. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
That was interesting. And now, I tell you, Belk can sling it now. We had a game we did here his 9th grade year 2 years ago, and he threw it all over the field and put himself on the radar. Like I said, the injury shortened his sophomore season, but he's a kid that'll play on Saturday. He's got decent size, and he really has a nice touch on the ball. So they have 3 wides in this formation. There's a passing situation. McGee to the left. He's going to break the pocket. Belk is going to take off a little bit and cross midfield. Down across the 45. Got about 6 on that. And that's one thing Ben Lippen's coach said, Michael. He said, Belk runs it better than people think.
He really did that time, and it was good pressure up the field by that Ben Lippen front. They got a good push on the pocket, but Belk was able to sneak out of there and scamper up the field and makes us really manageable on third down.
Yeah, it's definitely manageable. Third down. You think, now times if it's fourth and short, the fad in football on every level, people go for it if it's 3 or less pretty much. It's just
whatever the analytics say.
Whatever, right.
Stacey, whatever the analytics are telling you, not what the coach thinks you should do, but
Absolutely.
what the analytics say.
Analytics actually coach the game in a lot of ways.
Gosh, don't even get me started on that.
Empty backfield for Belk. Belk's going to look right, has a man right at the stick. That's going to be a good situation where the spot will be everything. The referee is standing right at the stick. We'll see if it's right on it or a little short. He caught it right. Sellers McGee caught that pass right at the stick. They have not indicated yet. I think it's going to be a first down. They may measure. They're going to measure, Joe.
I think. Wow, that's going to be. We have a good vantage point on top of the press box, Stacey. We can look right down on this. On the 41-yard line. He needed the 41. It looks like the ball is resting right there, but the chain looks like it might be just inside the 41. So he might be a skosh shy of his first down.
A smidge. Yes. And we really are high up here. We're on top of the press box. So we're usually this camera angle you see right there, we're usually down below that in the press box. We actually even with the camera. So the camera angle you see is our vantage point as well. And that's okay. I like it. It's a great night for football, Joe.
It is. For a Thursday night?
Yeah, fall is upon us.
It is. You said 65 degrees at kickoff.
Yeah.
It's going to be considerably cooler than that by game's end.
Absolutely. So we had the jackets. It's going to be fourth down. And that skosh you talked about.
It is.
I don't know what the play sheet says. That's Tamir Zimmerman. We'll talk about him. He's a former Newberry. He's a Newberry Hall of Famer, football and basketball, after being a 3-sport standout at Marlboro County High School back in the day. So outstanding gentleman. And his wife is Brianna Dickinson Zimmerman. You saw in the earlier shot. She's the athletic director and basketball coach here, coming off of a couple of championships. Athletic family. Belk pulled it. Patrick Belk pulled it and got upended. Stood up on his head almost at the 35-yard line. And that's going to be the first down. They're going to move those chains. That is a Columbia Police Department first down. There's Tamir Zimmerman on your screen right there. So look at his first season, 1-5. He was a JV coach last year. He's been around, been in Northeast. But he's a guy who was signed by Clemson originally, ended up transferring to Newberry, played 4 seasons, and rewrote the wide receiver record books there. Worked at Lower Richland, worked at Lexington High School, went up to PC, was a coach for a year in college level, and now back here, but a Marlboro County native. And just an outstanding gentleman, and I look to see him do big things here in his coaching career. First head coaching job. Belk is going to give, and a nice move. Oh, wow. Good footwork in the backfield to avoid a loss that time by young man Sellers McGee.
Well, he put a couple of defenders in the spin cycle, Stacey. He really should have been taken down for a loss, a TFL for Ben Lippen. A couple of guys had him in their sights and just couldn't bring him down. And this is all Sellers McGee. You watch it right here. He takes the hand off in the air. He goes, whoop. There goes the first one. Then he puts a move to the inside. Dead legs a guy, and he gets a couple of yards, really, when he should have lost several.
Sometimes in football, you see a thing called a 3 or 4 yard spectacular run, and that was spectacular skills shown that time by Sellers McGee. And we don't have classifications on the roster there, so we're not sure if he's a 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader. But he's a talented kid, and he's shown up well here early. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Oh, lateral pass this time to Onis Conan Bonnie. I believe it's the young man we featured here. No, let's get a number there. I thought it was 1. It's 12.
I think
that's 12.
Yeah, it is 12, yep.
It's Keon McKinley.
And that's a run play. That's a backward pass, as you call it, Stacey. That'll go in the books as a run.
Yeah.
But that was a good play by Ben Lippen's defense.
That's Bennett Weigel there, the coach there. He's an Orangeburg native, played at the Orangeburg Prep, a Gamecock alum. Started coaching in high school, coaching at Richard Northeast, AC Flora. And he's a defensive-minded coach. His first year, he's a head coach now, but this is his first year he's called the offensive plays. So the offense with the freshman quarterback, we'll talk about them when they have the ball. But Bennett Weigel's been around. He's a veteran. Passing situation. Belk's going to look over right. He has room on the right side if he wants to run it. He hesitated, and that might have lulled the defender to sleep a little bit. He got right past the sticks. That's going to be a first down run for Patrick Belk, who is deceptively athletic at the quarterback. It's the Columbia Police Department first down.
That's the second time he's picked up a first down. The first one was on that 4th and short where he made a nice decision to pull the ball out of the running back's belly. This time he scrambles out to the right. He tried to give a receiver time down the field, saw nothing, and finally scampered in, got ahead of the line to gain.
And even as a 9th grader we saw a couple years ago here, he has that pocket passer's mentality, though. He gives the pass every chance. He doesn't just pull it down. He wanted to the very last moment to release that arm. And you'll see as the game goes along, folks, he really has an impressive arm. So Columbia Police Department brings you our first downs in this ball game. $5,000 sign-on bonus for the Columbia Police Department. Belk looks left, and it's going to be picked. And I talked him up and spoke it up, and what a defensive play that time by number 6, Miles Grant. Read him like a book. Take a look.
He called it perfectly. Absolutely. I mean, he just locked on all the way as Belk. He throws it out here, and boy, what a great play that time by Miles Grant, the junior from Ben Lippen. He just jumps that, comes up with the game's first turnover for Ben Lippen as they get Heathwood Hall off the field.
Huge play because they had him on roller skates, have him pushing the ball down the field, and that pass intended for Michael Nardella, but just saying he's having none of it was the young man Miles Grant, the junior. As we said, he locked eyes with Belk, read it, and jumped that pass, and now Ben Lippen takes the field behind it with a freshman quarterback we'll talk about in a moment. And that's going to be a run wide. It's going to be Crooks around the left side. He has room over the left side. It's going to be a foot race. Onis Conan Bonnie is going to catch him, though. We got a Tennessee commit at DB. The speed is real. That's a Columbia Police Department first down. What a well-blocked play. What a run by Jameer Crooks.
Well, we highlighted Jameer Crooks in our opening, and what speed. He puts a foot in the ground right here, Stacy. Gets some good blocking at the point of attack, and for Heathwood Hall, the onus was on Conan Banny to stop him that time. Stop the touchdown.
I love it.
Great play by Conan Banny, rather, but that's a great play by Ben Lippen to pick up a chunk play.
Jameer Crooks, the junior, that is just athlete on athlete. If Onus Conan Banny is already at Tennessee, that's a touchdown probably, but that kid stalked him down that time. Both of those guys can really run it, and that's a great play call out the gate on a quick change.
42 yards.
For Ben Lippen. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Columbia Police Department first down. We'll set the lineouts when we get a moment to breathe here. That was a quick hitter. We'll pass it out to the left side, and that's stuck right where he caught it. And I believe that's the young man who made the interception on the reception right there. I believe that was Miles Grant on the catch.
And a good defensive play that time by number 55, Hill Belser. For Heathwood Hall, stops it to a 1-yard pickup.
There's the lineup brought to you by Stuart Law for Ben Lippen. Porter's the tight end. Dupree, the freshman, is the quarterback. Mariah, the running back. Crooks, the wide receiver. Grant, Trainum, and our O-line is Carmichael, Yakubian, Barnes, Cato, and Huff. There's that name, Austin Huff. I love it. I played baseball with Austin Huff in Chesterfield, but we spell ours H-O-U-G-H.
Yep.
So another Austin Huff back in my life again 30-some years later. But good to see this excitement. We've had big plays already in this ball game, and coming back from a defensive turnover, Ben Lippen now trying to drive it. 22 on the left side right there. That's a nice blocking job on that side by the Ben Lippen O-line. That was 22 on the carry, Joe Braden Marie.
Made us to the Heathwood 33-yard line.
And that's Belser, Kennedy, Glass, the D-line, linebackers Peterson, Scurry, McGee, and the DBs, Conan Banny, Noble, Hughes is a big tackler, Edwards, and Gibson Jr. The Heathwood Hall defense brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Stewart Law, our sponsor of our starting lineup all season long. 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. Another run up the middle. This is going to be right at the sticks. I believe he got across that time. Physical play up front for Ben Lippen. They're just trying to smash him. Marie again, and I think that's going to be see where they mark it, Joe. Yeah, he got it by a yard extra.
It will be a fresh set of downs as the Whitehead says move the chains, and a good push. After Ben Lippen got the interception, Heathwood Hall had a nice drive to open the game. Ben Lippen gets the pick, and now they're moving.
Columbia Police Department first down. Their second $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers with the COPD. Ball's at the 29-yard line. They're threatening that red zone. That's a little veer lineup right there. They're going to bring Jameer Crooks in motion, and he has room on that right side. Oh, Jameer Crooks looking good gliding through that secondary. It's going to be a first down. He needed the 19. He got to the 17, I believe. That's going to be another Columbia Police Department first down. And Ben Lippen in the Jim Hudson red zone. Experience it once, and you'll never forget. Jim Hudson. Well, they're looking good at firing off that line, Joe.
Jameer Crooks really looks good. You called it gliding, and that's an appropriate adjective because that's what he looked like he was gliding on that first play. And again, right there, got good blocking once again. And as you say, Ben Lippen in the red zone.
Yes, he's 6'2", and he runs kind of upright, but he's a smooth strider and covers a lot of ground. So Ben Lippen has Heathwood Hall on roller skates right now, and they're going to a lot of eye candy here. It's going to inside handoff this time, and dancing through the secondary, it's going to be down close to another first down. That is 28 on that carry for Ben Lippen. That is Michael Trainum, a sophomore. Take a look, Joe.
almost like some wing T crossbuck action, kind of looking what that play looked like, but kind of goes back to the left, and a good play. Once again, Ben Lippen doing it all on the ground. They are about a yard short of a first down, but they're knocking on the door here.
Yeah, Coach Walker said they got to make sure they get their running game. They have a freshman quarterback. He can do a lot of things, but they want to keep the pressure off him if they can to stay ahead of the sticks. And that running game is really pounding Heathwood Hall here in this first quarter. 3:29 left in the first quarter. A fast-moving first quarter. There's that veer-looking formation. Crooks in motion again. He carried it last time he was in motion. This time, Marie. And he's going to be, that's a first down. He's going to be inside about the 2-yard line. First down and goal to go. COPD, Columbia Police Department, first down, Joe.
Give these guys up front for Ben Lippen some credit. Austin Huff, big offensive tackle out there on that right side. Also give credit to 55 Shep Barnes. Those guys on that right side really creating some room.
Yeah, definitely firing off that ball, and they look quicker. They look quicker to the point of attack.
Yeah.
Than does Heathwood Hall. And they really got him on skates right now. It's coming downhill, and Crooks in motion is a problem because you got to keep it down him, and they kind of playing off of him. He carried it well, and when he's been a decoy, they've gotten runs from Marie and other backs as well. So they'll send him that same formation again. Crooks in motion right to left this time, and this time they'll give it up the middle. It's going to be right at the goal line. I believe he might have gotten in. They're waiting on the indication. He's right at the line, and there it is. Hands go up. MUSC touchdown. Medical University of South Carolina brings you our touchdown. Strike up the Ben Lippen Falcons fight song, and that is my guy whose name I've been calling quite a bit here.
You watch it here, just power straight up the gut. Once again, good blocking at the point of attack, Stacy, and the first points on the board tonight registered by the Falcons.
Braden Marie, 22, gets that carry. Now on for the extra point. Zach Matthew. Hands to the sky. 7-0. Ben Lippen takes a turnover and walks it to the end zone. We'll be right back. The score, Heathwood Hall 0, Ben Lippen 7 on the FNR Game of the Week.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Welcome back inside the Sonic FNR Game of the Week on a Thursday night special edition. Ben Lippen 7, Heathwood Hall Highlanders 0, 2:35 left to play in the first quarter. And we want to do special thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing our scholar athletes each week. We'll hear from our scholar athletes at halftime as part of all kind of special features and conversations going on at halftime. It is senior night here at Highlander Stadium. Folks are tailgating and having a good time all around us here. As we said, high atop the press box, Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the box. Amanda Poole doing her usual great job down on the sideline.
Stacy, 8 plays, 82 yards, 4:45 off the clock for Ben Lippen, set up by the interception by Miles Grant.
Look at that shot right there. That's a nice shot of the football. It's the Ben Lippen colors right there. They kicking out Will LeGree Opportunity School kickoff. It's a short kick, fielded at the 28, brought down across the 35. Hopping out to about the 46-yard line. That's a good return for Heathwood Hall. They had great field position last time. And that was Hughes, number 20, on that return. Julian Hughes, he's the outstanding tackler, has right about 100 tackles on the season. That was our Will LeGree Opportunity School kickoff there, Joe. Over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future.
Great field position here to start
Yes.
for Heathwood Hall to try to even the score, to reciprocate.
To reciprocate the score.
The touchdown.
Reciprocity is huge if you're trailing.
Ah.
Get that back. See there? Like synchronicity and all that good stuff. Bringing out the words early.
Yes, we are. The thesaurus is on the table.
Absolutely. Oh, nice little juke step there right at the line of scrimmage to fall forward for about 3 yards, but good job again up front by Ben Lippen. It's a physical game early. Give McKinley some love.
You see McKinley right there, picks up 3.
Yeah, he also caught that little backwards pass earlier for a short gain. So Belt really hadn't gotten a completion down the field just yet. You know, Onus Conan Banny, the Tennessee recruit, the Tennessee commit. He's going to play defensive back exclusively according to what Tennessee wants from him right now, but he's playing wide receiver for Heathwood Hall. And this is going to be McKinley again, I believe. Oh, yes. And that was a big catch and run for a first down across the 40-yard line of Columbia Police Department. First down for Heathwood Hall, Joe.
Jamoni Batts, wide receiver out here. You see the block that he's able to pick up. The kind of springs. There he is right there. Batts making the block, and is able to spring Keon McKinley to pick up first down. Heathwood Hall moving again. And
they were last time. You know, McKinley's a sophomore. So it's a talented youngster right there, number 12. He'll get bigger and better. But they were driving last time. The interception killed that last drive. So this time they want to play it clean. But some big plays in this game earlier. They're going to have Belt break the pocket. He's going to try to run. He's not going to be able to get outside right there. Took a big hit that time, and he got absolutely punished after a gain of about 2 yards. That was a risky run, Joe.
Once again, Belt doesn't find anything down the field, Stacy, and he just tries to make something happen.
Helmet came off as well, so he's got to leave the game for a play. High school rules. So they're going to bring the backup quarterback in for a play. Belt, the junior number 19. When you lose your helmet, you must leave for a play. I believe they're going to have Sellers McGee. Yeah, he's going to take the snap at quarterback, 0. Might be like a Wildcat situation. Sellers McGee, the starting tailback. He'll have Keon McKinley to his left. No, McKinley's the quarterback. Check that. McKinley's coming in. They got him. And does that count now? Joe, here's the question. Does that count as a play so Belt can come back in, or because it wasn't snaps? Now, that's what they're asking now. They're asking right now. Listen, look, the coaching staff is asking, can he go in? So they're going to let him wait. They're going to wave him in.
I thought you had to snap it, Stacy, to be honest with you. I thought you had to snap it before he could come back in. But I was going to say, they're going to wave him back. They got to snap it and run a play.
Yeah,
I was going to say they got to snap it once and have a legal play run.
Yeah, I thought so too. They were pretending they didn't hear that though. They were trying to run him out there, but they yanked him back. They got to snap it one time, and McKinley's in the quarterback. They give it to Sellers. Sellers McGee, and that ball came out at the end. That's a fumble.
They're going to rule it down.
Okay, that ball did pop out late. You see number 8 there for Ben Lippen kind of run way out there with it. It's all about trying to trick the referees at some point.
Barry Dixon came out of there with it, but I don't think I saw a beanbag go down. So.
Yeah. Referee, what we saw is he pointed at the ground saying, stop playing. Take a look at it right here at the end.
Let's see our great camera people. Let's see.
Ooh. That knee might have been down. I'm not sure that knee was down. That was
great camera work to get that shot, too.
Great job, guys. Man, we have some great camera folks here. The whole crew. I'm glad they let me hang out with them. Shotgun formation. Patrick Belt. 4 wides in the formation. 3 to this side, and there it is, the slot man on this side. Dancing and juking. That's a good tackle in space. Pass completed to Charlie Hudson. Another tackle was 0.
It's Colin Geiger, the 10th grader.
Yeah, Geiger. That's the end of a fast first quarter. There'll be 4th down coming up when we come back. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Amanda Poole, and you on a Thursday edition of Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week, Year 10. Heathwood Hall, Ben Lippen. Come back.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. rise to every challenge, and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6, or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
When Hurricane Helene left a trail of destruction, Watch Fox told you what you needed to know to stay safe.
We're not trying to scare you, we're trying to prepare you for this possible weather that's coming our way.
Our reporters went straight to the communities most impacted by the storm.
And I realized that I am pinned under and got to get out. I had to climb out through the window.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with Skywatch Weather. Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
I was in the company truck and they hit me from the back, hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Back here on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Don't check your calendar. We know it's Thursday. And it's time for the Northeast Trophy and Awards game summary. 7-0 to score. Joe, how did we get 7-0?
Well, it was an interception by Ben Lippen on Heathwood Hall's first possession. Miles Grant picked it off. That set up an 8-play, 82-yard drive for a Braden Marie 2-yard touchdown run. That's where we are. Fourth
down coming up. 4th and 3. It's a big turn for the belt-led Heathwood Highlanders. He's got to turn it up to get that first down. I think he did. I don't know if he did. That's going to be close.
Yeah, he did.
That's going to be very close.
By a yard, Stacy.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was going sideways there for a minute.
But you called it. It's like he's got to turn the corner at some point.
Turn those shoulders. That's going to be a Heathwood Hall first down. Columbia Police Department first down. And the CPD hiring with a $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. They're our first down sponsor. And the ball's at the 27-yard line of Ben Lippen. Heathwood Hall's had 2 impressive drives. The turnover thwarted, like that thwarted the first drive.
They were stymied.
Stymied, if you would, yes. Hindered. Belk with McKinley to his left. Conan Banning, first touch to the game, the young man. And here we go. Honest Conan Banning, Tennessee commit, shows the Jets never did go down, and that might be a first down right there. He might have needed 10. I think he got about 12 on that. Honest Conan Banning, very impressive kid.
That's all Conan Banning. This play is designed to go left. That's a pass play right there, and he gets a he says, you know what, there's nothing left. Let me turn this in and go back right on a dime like that. That's just tremendous athleticism.
Now they're in the Jim Hudson red zone, and that's the COPD, Columbia Police Department, first down. And, yes, that's the Tennessee commit, folks. He'll be a volunteer this time next season, and he's in motion now. And they're going to give to McKinley. They kind of like they did with Crooks with Ben Lippen. They use Conan Banning as a decoy. And 12, Keon McKinley gets a short gain, Joe.
Austin Huff on the tackle. And that was a great opening hit by Amanda with Otis's mom,
yes.
be able to get here from from London, England, to see him on his senior night. That was a really good hit to start this game.
It really was.
Saw that athleticism the first time he gets his hands on the football.
Absolutely. We had him here last year, and Belk was hurt. They couldn't really get the ball to him on offense, and defense, nobody threw to him. He spent the evening bored on TV last year. This time he gets to touch it a little bit. Belk had that ball batted down. That might have been 72.
That was Huff again, Austin Huff.
That's my guy. That's my distant
there
cousin.
Is. That last name, Stacy.
That's my cousin with a different spelling right there. That's the only difference. That's the only difference is the spelling of the last name right there. That 72 is showing up really well in this ball game. It's that Huff magic. So now second and I checked that 3rd and 10 because the first run was by McKinley. So a passing situation for Belk. They feel like they got to get away with points here, Joe. They came up empty, won a nice drive last time they had the ball. They need points. So Belk flanked by Sellers McGee to his left. Conan Banny out to his right. And that's where he's going to look. Otis Conan Banny, miscommunication. Conan Banny stopped right across the goal line and Belk threw it to the back of the end zone. It's going to be a field goal opportunity now for, see what they bring it in here. I'm trying to identify the kicker. It might be, look at that number. Is that 25?
It's 15, I believe. That's James Richardson.
Yes, James Richardson is the young man, the kicker, who also plays some wide receiver. So this is going to be a 30-yard, maybe a 31-yard field goal. So we'll see if he has the leg for it. 10:59 left in the half. High snap. The leg is good enough. I believe it might be up and through. Hands to the sky. Heathwood Hall on senior night cracks the scoreboard. So 7-3 is your score. Ben Lippen 7. Heathwood Hall 3. James Richardson gets it done on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week on a Thursday night.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to the one I have in my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From our first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
Welcome back inside the party known far and wide as the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Ben Lippen on the road. The Skeezer matchup 7-3 over Heathwood Hall. And, of course, we want to give a heartfelt special thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing our Scholar Athletes of the Week each week. We appreciate them. Shout out to the Army National Guard. Did a lot of great work helping people clean up. And they'll have to do it again. My son's unit was deployed for about 7 days. Joe Casher, my broadcast partner, retired guardsman as well. And we shout out to all those who serve in any capacity in our military. And our Army National Guard went out and would send out on active orders, a lot of them, the units out to help clear up the roadways and the debris.
Yeah, Helene first, and then, of course, we sent some to Florida to take take care of people and whatnot down there as Milton roared through last night.
Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to everyone who's affected by those hurricane and effects of the hurricanes. Time for the Will Look Great Opportunity School kickoff. Heathwood Hall kicking off left to right on your screen there, and they're royal blue. They're dark blue, if you will, with the green stripes. Ben Lippen with the green trim on the white uniforms, white lids, right to left. Will Look Great, 100 years. Helping students build a better future. Will Look Great Opportunity School, and that's where Ben Lippen would take over right there at about the 29-yard line. Up 7-3, Joe.
Heathwood Hall needed some points, Stacy. They got him 31-yard field goal that time from James Richardson.
Yes, sir.
No, check that. Grayson. No. Yeah, it was. It was James Richardson. Got that right. 31-yard field goal. 11 plays, 47 yards. they got on the board to cut it to 7-3. So
that was Coach Weigel on your screen there for a moment. Studious gentleman. I talked to him on the field. He and Tamir Zimmerman both. I enjoyed chatting with both of them on the field before the game. And there's a young man, number 1 on your screen right there. It's a youngster who is leading his team. KJ Dupree transferred over from Dutch Fork. He was in that Dutch Fork program. 9th grade year, decided to spit it in. He's got some height on him now. They don't have measurements here, but he's a tall 9th grader. Looks the part. And they thought he's going to be a really good one. And that's a good run up the middle that time for Marie.
Marie, who scored the touchdown for Ben Lippen in the first quarter, just straight up the gut. I tell you what, I was watching KJ Dupree in warm-ups. He can spin the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an arm. He can spin it. He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's a kid. They believe the future is ultra bright for that young man. That's 40-40 on that tackle that time for Heathwood Hall. That was Thomas Scurry. So short gain. It'll be 2nd and long. We may at some point see the young man air it out a little bit. Crooks has helped him out with the running game and some short throws, but we'll see if he airs it out. 2nd and 8 here. A lot of motion, a lot of pre-snap motion for Ben Lippen. They do that a lot. Maybe a little too much. They're going to call a timeout. The play clock was not working with them, Joe. So timeout call, Falcons. Coach Weigel on your screen right there. Trying to get them. You heard the word discombobulated. I guess he's trying to get them combobulated.
Well, you mentioned the phrase eye candy earlier, and they were, obviously had a lot of people moving around and shuffling, and I just don't think they were really set as to what they wanted to do, and play clock was running out on them.
Yeah, a little confusion there as well, because a coach definitely do that when you see the players talking to each other like, no, why are you moving? I'm moving. So Crooks was in motion, another guy moved with him, and they kind of looked at each other like, no. So you got to step in because they weren't going to figure it out. That's why coaches there. The kids aren't going to figure it out all the time. That's Weigel on your screen. Remember, I told you this is his first time calling the offensive plays. He's been a defensive guy his whole career as an assistant and even earlier as a head coach. So, and that's Tamir Zimmerman right there on your screen with the glasses on right there. Outstanding wideout. We mentioned Newberry College Hall of Fame for football and basketball. The young man Dupree is going to roll out. And, hit immediately. Crooks on the catch, but he was stumped. That might have been Hughes on that tackle. We'll get a look at that number. That might have been Hughes. He got thumped on that catch, Joe.
He really did. Not much of a gain there. Maybe just a couple of yards.
They won. I think they're going to call it 3rd and 7. Oh, that was Edwards. Check that. That was Edwards on that stop. So we'll see what they do. It's 3rd and 6 they're going to call. There's still a passing situation. I'd say it was a good-looking play that's worked for him. That give to Crooks. See if Crooks goes in motion right here again. He's in the slot on the left side of KJ Dupree. There he is in motion right here. And sure enough, they're going to use him as a decoy and give the inside give. And it's going to be short. It's going to be a gain of about 4. They needed 6.
Well, they ran that play earlier. They picked up a nice gain. This time Heathwood Hall made some adjustments to enable us. Again, kind of that little counter, that cross buck kind of single wing looking kind of play. You run that a wing T offense kind of play.
Yeah. I think that was 28 that time on the carry. So Michael Trainum, a good-looking sophomore. Though. Some talented young kids on both of these teams.
This is a fascinating decision here.
Yes, right here on down. This may be may try to get him to jump though. Maybe they're going to snap it. No, this is a decoy. They're trying to get him to jump, Joe. They'll punt it. Trying to get 5 free ones. A good discipline by Heathwood Hall, who saw it coming. They called a timeout. And there's a waste of a timeout. It's a thing where if you don't get them to jump, you got to spend your 2nd of 3 timeouts, Joe. That's the risk there. You cost your timeout. Let's take a look. Let's go down to the field with Amanda Poole. What's going on, Amanda?
Hey, guys, I'm trying to figure out how long it's been. I'm trying to do quick math here. I'm trying to figure out how long it's been since Ben Lippen has played a football game. We know Hurricane Helene shocked a lot of people last week, are still affecting people now, and it's affected the high school football schedule as well. And Ben Lippen hasn't played a football game since September 20th. I talked to head coach, and he said that he's worried that it might be a first game type of jitters type of night, which we've seen a couple times so far tonight.
But good hit, man, that was a long stretch. And guess what? Austin Huff kicks off as well, number 72. One thing about us Huffs, we're versatile and we're hardworking. So Austin Huff, my man, my little cousin, with the left foot. I think it was a left footer, too. And he's going to bounce down inside the 27-yard line to about the 26. That'll be first down. Heathwood Hall there.
A 36-yard punt unofficially, and that's not bad for high school ball, 36 yards.
And definitely not bad for a tackle or a defensive lineman. That's really, really good. Versatility. It's a Huff trademark, Joe. You already know this.
Multi-talented, multi-sport.
Yes, my mellow fellow. You already know this. You already know when the Huffs get down. He's H-U-F-F. So we'll see how Heathwood Hall responds. Now, they did hit the scoreboard with a field goal. They have 2 impressive drives. They only have 3 points to show for it. They've been really clicking. Just stalled in the red zone twice. So Patrick Belk now empty backfield. 5 men in the formation now. 5 men out wide. And Belk is going to look right. So set up screen, and they knew it. Ben Lippen saw it coming. They had no chance. Shut down like a fire marshal at a frat house party. Number 33 said, no, not a nooker, C.J. Currents.
C.J. Currents read this all the way. No one got a block on him, and I don't know if that's a missed assignment by Heathwood Hall, but you don't typically want to throw a pass for a 4-yard loss, but that's what happens here. Watch Currents come into your picture right there. Boom! He blows this thing up in a hurry. The pass caught by Michael Nardella, but no chance there.
Joe, they knew that was coming. That's a sophomore Currents, and that's a Currents event.
That's
up in Currents events. But he saw that's great coaching. They knew that formation. That's what was coming because he never looked at his man in front of him. He went immediately to the ball. That's,
sure did.
Give that love to the coaching staff on that.
A bad occurrence there for Heathwood Hall to lose 4.
Oh, the bad puns early in the first half.
You got to love the names of these rosters.
Oh, man, got to love it. It's something I look forward to every week. 7.5 minutes to play in the half, and it's going to be a sidearm throw out wide to the right side, and that might be McKinley.
It is McKinley.
Decent gain across the 30-yard line. Got some of the yards back. They lost yards on first down, so it's going to bring up about third and make it 6. Big play early here now because you don't want to give the ball back. You're trying to make inroads. You finally got Ben Lippen off the field and trying to get it clicking. And you've been on. They played the game on the other side of the field. Heathwood Hall has, Joe. Now let's see if they get. Ben Lippen may get him off the field here. It'll be big for Ben Lippen. Yep, claps the hands, and he has time on the play clock to chill a little bit with it.
Better hurry up.
Yeah, now
a lot of time chasing.
Yeah, not so much. They have to call a timeout right here. They do. They'll call a timeout. It was getting to be first. A little miscommunication between the sideline and the players on the field here. We're going to step away with 7:24 to play in the half on a Thursday edition of Sonic FNR Game of the Week. Come on back to us.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Welcome back, and what a shot. What a camera shot. What a beautiful, perfectly half-moon Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Amanda Poole down the field. Joe, that is a great look right there. Beautiful night.
Almost see the Starship Enterprise in orbit that day. That shot is so good, right?
The final frontier.
Yeah, there you go.
That looks like a half-eaten moon pie for real right there. Not that I need to be worrying about that right now. I need to stay
Me
away
and you
from
both, brother.
That is a beautiful shot. It's a great night. It's fall. I mean, the State Fair brings the fall weather, I've always said, and it's a great night here before football. It's crisp out here. 3rd and 6 for Heathwood Hall going left to right on your screen. Patrick Belk again with the empty backfield. Last time they tried a little bubble screen, if you would, a little tunnel screen that had no traction. Let's see if Ben Lippen has the diagnosis for this 3rd and 6. It's going to the other side. That's a great throw, wide open, great play call. And that's the young man who's been so busy tonight, Keon McKinley, and he's still shaking people loose. kicked out. They thought it was over. The whistle did not blow, Joe. He kept the wheels moving. First down, Heathwood Hall. Great play.
McKinley just gets wide open up the seam, Stacy. I mean, there's no coverage on him. I mean, you see it right here. We see there's no defender anywhere near. It's kind of like just an easy pitch and catch, and McKinley's able to scamper for 18 and a fresh set of downs.
Kept those legs, but they did get him on the ground. And that's the Columbia Police Department first down for Heathwood Hall. And he was so lonesome, he was emailing folks and trying to, he used to say, write letters on him. He was emailing folks trying to say, can I get a visit? Oh. Move, but did cross the line of scrimmage, so they got a little movement there. But another empty. They like this empty formation. They go into it more and more, Joe. I was at the 48.5 mark. Help's going to look right again. This is Conan Banny. Got to beat a man. Trying to get down that sideline. On this Conan Banny across the 40, or right at the 40. That'll be another Heathwood Hall Highlander first down. Brought to you by Columbia Police Department. Take a look, Joe.
Again, get it to your number one playmaker, the Tennessee commit Conan Banny right here. Just get the ball to him and let him make a play with it. I mean, he's the best football player they've got. Get it to him, good things happen. And Heathwood's been moving the ball tonight, Stacy. I mean, they threw an interception on the first possession, kicked a field goal on the second, and they've been moving the football tonight.
Yeah, they want to see 7 on the board on this drive. That's going to be to the other side, another short pass at the line of scrimmage. This is room on the left side over there. That's a good job blocking without holding. And that might be Nardella. Yeah, that was Michael Nardella with a catch and run. Columbia Police Department first down, Joe.
Again, they're kind of going sideline to sideline, but there is a flag down, though, Stacy. Flag down.
I said blocking without holding. If it's a hold, it's going to be on that left sideline away from us.
But that's kind of where it looks like it came in.
I was giving them credit. I thought they might have did it without clutching that jersey. They may have caught him. And if so, yeah, they're going to move it back 10 yards from that spot, though. So they won't lose all the yards in the play, but it will not be a first down. Oh, check that. It's going to be first down and 15. So ball's right across the 45-yard line. Take a look, Joe, right here. Right there it is, right there. That left hand right there.
Yeah, you can't. That's going to get called, and you see the pad kind of go flying there in the jersey.
Yeah, you can't tear him out of clothes over there. The referee has to call that. So behind the sticks a little bit, but they're going empty formation again, empty backfield. They've gone more and more to it in the second quarter. 5:49 on the first half clock. Yep, looking left. He's going to run out this right side right here. Still looking downfield, and he throws it. It's going to be close. Ran out of room. Conan Banny ran into a coach on the sideline. Make sure everybody's okay. Yeah. There was a collision with Conan Banny and someone on the sidelines at the end of that play, but ran out of real estate. 2nd and 15 coming up.
You got to discern, Stacy, that they've gone empty a lot. So, I mean, it's kind of like, where's the running game? It's, right. You go empty, you're telling people, hey, we're just going to fling the ball down the field. So they've kind of eschewed the running game for right now.
Yeah, eschewed. I hear you showing out with the vocab early. Conan Banny had his hands on his hips like he might be a little tired. Now, he's a kid in great shape. We did a game last year, as I said. He didn't get a lot of action because nobody threw to his side as a cornerback. But back then, he had 25 offers. Southern Cal, Notre Dame. He had all the big boys on him last year as a junior. And there's right side, and Belt just did not. He got on top of that ball too much and just bounced it. So this is going to bring up 3rd and 15, and Ben Lippen trying to get off the field here. They might be able to pin the ears back and come after Belt right here. The ears on your screen, the junior.
Heathwood looks like they're getting a little one-dimensional here. Yeah. When you become one-dimensional, it becomes a little bit easier to defend.
Yeah. That's well said, Joe. And now they have to be. When you become, one-dimensional, forces you to stay one-dimensional. 2 incomplete passes and a penalty earlier. Now it's 3rd and 15, and they're going to call a timeout to talk about. I believe this is their second timeout as well. Both teams have exhausted 2 timeouts with 5:35 left to play in the second quarter. So we stay right here with them, Joe. And 3rd and 15. Now, your thoughts now. For y'all don't know, Joe Cashin, longtime radio play-by-play voice of Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, recently retired. Joe, you've seen a lot of football, man. So I'm thinking I don't think they have to get it all right here. I think it's 4th down. I think if they get half this, they go for it on 4th down.
I think that's smart playing right there. You don't want to get all 15 back unless it presents itself. But try to get part of it and then make it a manageable 4th.
Let's see what's going on Watch Fox 57 this weekend at noon. Tomorrow we have. Check that night this week, Saturday. I'm used to doing games on Friday night. Washington Huskies visiting the Iowa Hawkeyes at 12 noon on Watch Fox 57. At 4 o'clock, Arizona Wildcats taking on Brigham Young at 4 p.m. And then the nightcap, Iowa State, number 11 in the nation, visits West Virginia, West by God, Virginia at 8 p.m. And shout out to my man Anthony Wilson Jr., the safety at West Virginia, played at Spring Valley High School, and just outstanding young man. Hopefully see him in the NFL next year, but he'll be featured in that game, a Columbia product at safety for West Virginia in that game at 8 o'clock Saturday night. Here we are, third and 15 from the 44-yard line, and Belk's going to step up in the pocket and has nowhere to go. Good job by Ben Lippen. And he is slammed down right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th down and 15. He needed something to keep him on the field. 4th and 15, I think he got to punt it now.
Kellen George in there on that Ben Lippen Falcons defense, able to put the stop on Belk, and he only picked up, he may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage until they got the football away.
No doubt about it. They had too many successful offensive plays to have 3 points. You got to be frustrated if you coach Tymir Zimmerman. And Kellen George, 6'4", 235, has a Citadel offer. Just made that last tackle. He's a young man who we believe will play on Saturdays. You got a chance on the positive side for Heathwood. You have a chance to pin him down inside. But if you're Ben Lippen, you have a 7-3 lead, and you've done a good job stopping another drive for Heathwood. Oh, big Heathwood Hall bounce. It's going to bounce down inside the 10-yard line. And that's where the freshman K.J. Dupree, Jameer Crooks, and that offensive Ben Lippen will take over.
If you're Ben Lippen, you really want to go field that punt instead of, you don't want to give up yards in special teams and especially get pinned down inside your own 10-yard line, but the Falcons are at the 8.
Absolutely. We're here down the end of the field. They have a new concession stand, new weight room, and a lot of new building going on here at Heathwood Hall. They have a new strength coach. There was an assistant weight coach at Mater Day, one of the powerhouses in the nation. They've got here now as the weight trainer, and Tymir Zimmerman said their weight room was probably one of the better ones in the area. That's Coach Tymir Zimmerman was on your screen there. He said their weight room was one of the better weight rooms in the area now, so trying to pump it up a little bit over Heathwood Hall. That's a wide run that time around the right side. Good pursuit by Heathwood Hall, but going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on that play for Ben Lippen.
Michael Trainum that time. It's a sweep play to the right. And again, good blocking out there by that Ben Lippen front to carve out a little room, carve out about 5 yards, give yourself a little breathing room.
Yeah, got about 5 on that. That is one of those plays now. You can keep it on the ground or throw it right here. 4-minute mark coming up in the half. And I know if you've been Lippen, Joe, you don't mind this being the last drive of the half.
No.
So they in no hurry.
Because you get the ball first coming out.
Absolutely. So it's really to get back-to-back possessions if you manage this clock right, but you want points as well. That's the freshman in your screen, Dupree. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and got on it just in time was Marie. That ball bounced on the ground for a good long second there. That was dangerous. They could have flipped the whole game around. Take a look.
Bad exchange here. They tried to fake it one way, come back, and it looked like he had the ball right in his belly. Just never could make that handoff connection. And
you know, it distracted him. 2 blue jerseys standing there.
Yeah,
it was two Navy suits there, like the Secret Service, standing right in front of him at the bar. He saw them coming, and he forgot about the football for a second. But that was a good job getting back on it, because that could have been disastrous. And, you know, Heathwood Hall looking for a break. They felt like they've driven the ball 3 times, really, and have 3 points to show for it. And look at Ben Lippen. They had no hurry, Joe.
Well, each team, like you mentioned a minute ago, just 1 timeout remaining here in this half. So Ben Lippen's got to hurry, though, right now.
Yeah, the problem with this is the field position, though, because if you don't get the 6 yards here, you're going to give the ball back to Heathwood Hall. And that's going to be a run up the middle. Almost popping through that time was Marie, but not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So Zimmerman's got to decide when he's going to use that 1 timeout. Remember, in high school football, when Heathwood Hall gets the football, first down stops the clock temporarily. So in the punt is my guy, Austin Huff, number 72, the lineman that plays both ways on the line, and now punts as well. Punting from his end zone, number 72. Last time he got a 36-yarder off. This time he needs better than that probably to not flip the field or not give up too many yards on this side of the field. And that's where it's going to bounce. It's going to be great field position for Heathwood Hall. The ball's going to be about the 37-yard line. And they're in business to do business, Joe Cashin.
Yes, they are. On the plus, It's like the plus 36 where they'll have it. So with 2:04, plenty of time. 2:04 left in the half. One timeout. Heathwood Hall can maybe put a 7 spot on the board and go in with the lead.
Yeah, I think this drive is big for the momentum of the game because if you've been Lippen, you stop them again here, you got to feel like your defense is having one of those nights. And if you Heathwood Hall, frustration will set in if they have another drive. Right now, with great field possession, and you can't punch it in, it's going to be, tough on the mentals. Another empty backfield play here. I almost wonder if they set them up for something. If Conan Banning goes in motion, we'll see if they hand it to him at some point. But right now, it's 5 wides in the formation. And Belk's going to look at Conan Banning, and he's going to be on the right side dancing. That's going to be a gimme because they give him so much cushion. That's a gimme 10, 12 yards right there. He got about 15. Columbia Police Department first down.
Almost like a long handoff to Conan Banning right there. You said it. They played way off of him. Yeah. Just kind of a long handoff, short pass to him. Then he makes something happen.
Yeah, ball's at the 24-yard line. So good gain on that play. And about 12. Empty backfield once again. 5 wides, the same set. We're going to look left this time. And, they had it diagnosed. The same thing. 33 again. The same play he blew up the last time over here. Currents shuts it down. So
the youngsters played well tonight for Ben Lippen.
Yes.
Read those 2 plays and nothing doing that time. You see they go right or they go left side into the slot, and here comes Currents once again.
It's the exact same play.
Yep.
C.J. Currents, a sophomore. Young man is thumping out there tonight, laying the wood. Belk's going to look right this time and roll right. He has a little room and throws it. Oh, did he get his feet in? The ball was tipped. And they're going to give it a catch. That is Conan Banning from Belk. Impressive catch that time by the Tennessee commit. First down, Heathwood Hall. That was a beautiful play. Take a look, Joe.
And it almost was intercepted. You see it right here, right through the hands of Miles Grant, who made an interception earlier. And how about the concentration of Conan Banning not to give up on that? Ball comes right to him. Tip drill gets a foot down inbounds as well.
That is in the Jim Hudson red zone, and the last time out of the half called by Heathwood Hall with under a minute to play. Probably the right time to call that. Under a minute to play. They're going to probably take some shots in the end zone here, but that's a Columbia Police Department first down and a Jim Hudson red zone appearance. And I asked Coach Zimmerman, Conan Bennett is having a big season as a senior, as a wide receiver. He's got the speed. As he said, Jameer Zimmerman, all-world receiver himself. He says he looks different as a receiver. He looks like a different kind of guy out there. He looks like he's too good to play high school ball. I said, well, Tennessee used him in high school. He said the recruiting process, they told him strictly defensive back. So they're going to use him as a shutdown corner, Joe, with that speed and agility he has at Tennessee. So you see that kid wearing orange for the next few years, but you never know at the portal. But he's going to Tennessee as a freshman next year. And look at the stands. Look at that. Folks having a good time out here. It's senior night, Joe. It's Friday night here. Folks are tailgating and having a good time out there. And smells like teen spirit. The youngsters out here and the kids across the field on there. They have a soccer field across the way. The kids are playing.
They'll sleep good
Playing
tonight.
football. Yeah, they playing throw the ball up and we used to call it kill the man with the football. That's Weigel, Bennett Weigel on your screen. That's Zimmerman, the 2 coaches, good staffs on both of these teams as well. So they're going to call it 3rd and 1. I thought it was the first down on that. And Belk's going to run it. Room up the middle. He's going to go and get that 1 yard plus a little bit more. He's down to about the 10-yard line or maybe the 11. First down. I thought it was a first down before, but that is now a first down. That's going to stop the clock temporarily, Joe, at 50 seconds.
And they have plenty of time here. That was a designed quarterback run all the way by Belk, right up the middle to move the chains.
And the clock starts back now before the snap. It's a rule that came into play a year or 2 ago. He's going to look to the end zone here and just overshot everything. They're probably best to throw it away. Well covered by Ben Lippen. Give their defensive back 7 a lot of credit right there. That was intended for Charlie Hudson. Hudson got the hoodie coming out the back of the jersey there. He's ready. He's ready for the fall weather. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. They can get a first down without scoring, Joe. They can get a first down on the 2-yard line.
There's still plenty of time, 38.8, and where you are on the field. Plenty of time to run what you want to right here.
And you're looking at 2 more plays. If you don't get it in, you got to get something out of here because a catch in bounds is going to keep the clock running. They have no more timeouts. And there it is. Oh, dropped. That would have been interesting. McKinley caught that. He would have been hit at the 5-yard line. They would have had to hurry up. They would have had time, but that would have been interesting had he caught it. Take a look, Joe.
All right, McKinley, this is classic K-Stacy. Watch him look up the field before he looks the ball in.
Yeah, he was looking. He had a couple of white jerseys right there.
He was so ready to figure out where that end zone was. He just forgot to secure the pigskin on that one.
He's gonna put a move. He's trying to put a move on him, and the move doesn't count without the pigskin.
Gotta have it.
So this is it. They got to either get to the first down here. They probably have to settle for the 3 again. Be a big decision if they don't convert here. And Belts flushed out to the left, and he throws to the back of the end zone, just overshot it. Is that Conan Banning? I believe it is. And he just overshot him, and they're going to come away with not a 6 on this one. It'll be a field goal attempt coming up for Heathwood Hall. If you've been Lippen, once again, you got to feel pretty pleased with yourself, Joe.
Yes, you do. Don't give up a touchdown. Hold them to a field goal attempt. This will be about 34, I think.
James Richardson. Yes. Going to be, let's call this the 29-yard field goal. Yep, 29-yard field goal. And he was good on the first one. Snapped good, holds good, and did he left or up? Hands to the sky. He got it in that left side right there, and we have a 7-6 ball game. Ben Lippen still on top. They have the only touchdown of the game. Heathwood Hall cuts the lead to 1 with 21.9 seconds to play in the half. You see the golf swing celebration there by James Richardson. I want to see on the golf team here. Got a little golf swing celebration.
That's kind of a special teams kicker kind of thing these days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
I see a lot of special teams.
I didn't realize that.
Kids at the college level kind of get together and have that golf celebration when they do something good.
I like it. I had missed that fad right there. That's good stuff. And that's Zimmerman and his brain trust right there on the sidelines. And talked about Onus Conan Banning's mom, Miriam, being here. They're staying at the Zimmerman's house. Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman, the AD here, and Premier Zimmerman. They have Onus's mom staying with them for the weekend. They say it's a family here at Heathwood Hall. Miriam and Zini is Onus's mom. French-speaking, born in France, raised in London. Onus has played his first couple years of high school ball in Georgia, I believe it was, and then transferred up to Heathwood Hall last year. Again, we had him on our airways, but he had no action because nobody going to throw it outside of the field at him as a cornerback. Short kick. Ben Lippen fields it at the 34 and going right here. Good job of containing for Heathwood Hall, setting the edge there. That'd be 40. Was that 24 or 44 that made that tackle?
It was Jonathan Eckert on the return. I'm not sure who made the stop.
See the young man's jersey. That green on blue is kind of hard to read sometimes. That's 24, Cadrick Gibson Jr. with the tackle. And let's see if KJ Dupree, the freshman, let him air it out here, Joe.
16.7 in one timeout. And there's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, well, this may make all that a little different.
Yeah,
they may take a knee here.
Now.
And they get the ball to start the second half. A lot of good things coming for you at halftime, folks. You don't want to miss it. But we'll see if they have one or two plays here. If it's a catch inbounds, it's probably going to be one play. If they can get to a sideline, they may squeeze 2 or 3 out of this. Dupree with Marie behind them. Veer formation. Hit. Marie's going to run hard across the 30-yard line. That's going to be the last play of the half. Nobody's in a hurry to do anything. They're going to let the clock tick down. So we're going to head to halftime with a score of 7-6 on a very physical first half. Senior night here at Heathwood Hall.
All right, so we see Amanda hustling across to get the halftime interview.
Bennett Weigel, we'll get him a little bit. I want to tell you real quick that the Coach's Corner is always brought to you by Lexington Medical. As the only local independent hospital in the Midlands, we're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well from Lexington Medical School. So let's go on to Amanda and Bennett Weigel. Amanda?
Thank you. All right, Coach, you were able to hold Heathwood to 2 field goals in that first half. How do you kind of keep that pressure going in the second half?
Yeah, we got to contain the quarterback. He's running around, and we got to get off the field on third down. They've held the ball for most of the first half. We've only had 3 possessions on offense, so we got to get the ball on offense, and then when we do, we got to sustain some things. We had a good first drive and kind of petered out after that. So.
Your first football game in a couple weeks for this team. How do you think the offense has settled in?
Yeah, we've made some mistakes. We put the ball on the ground there a minute ago. But I think for being off for 16 days, we've handled it okay. We just got to clean some things up.
All right, thank you, Coach. Stacy.
Amanda, it's the Lexington Medical Center Coach's Corner. Stay with us, folks. Halftime coming up on a Thursday edition of Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Stay with us. Stay tuned.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart and I contacted him and was down to earth right with me, and I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome into halftime at Highlander Field, Heathwood Hall. The home team will senior night trails Ben Lippen 7-6. And now time for our educator spotlight. We go down to the field with Amanda Poole and Ben Lippen headmaster Dr. Tony Fajardo.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm here with Ben Lippen principal, Max Russell. Max, you're telling me about some pretty cool things happening at Ben Lippen. I hear some high schoolers are flying planes.
Yes, we are being blessed at Ben Lippen right now. We're in our second year of our aviation program. We licensed our first few pilots last school year, and we have a growing program and hopefully licensing at least 10 more pilots this coming winter. So.
That's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. On top of that, we have our new Blackwell Center for Life Impact, which we're opening up new classrooms, new offices, and a large student center for our students to enjoy before school and after school.
All right, I'm going to have to go check out that aviation program. Thank you so much, Max.
Thank you.
Stacy, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Principal Max Russell of Ben Lippen. And now for the Ben Lippen Scholar Athlete, brought to you by South Carolina Army National Guard, Mary Margaret Carroll. Mary Margaret is a 3-time MVP on the Falcons golf team and set numerous records for lowest rounds. At school, she has a 5.104 GPA and serves as a student ambassador and is a member of the National Honor Society. In the community, Mary Margaret is very active with her church and volunteers with the nursery. She hasn't decided on her future plans just yet, but plans to study finance and become a certified financial planner, and we wish her the very best. Good luck in all you do in the future, and congratulations, Mary Margaret Carroll, for being the Scholar Athlete this week. Presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard for Ben Lippen. Stay with us, folks. More halftime coming up. 7-6 is the score here at Heathwood Hall on senior night.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and add a half-price drink in the app.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
On a great night for football, we're at halftime, 7-6, Ben Lippen over at Heathwood Hall. And now time for our educator spotlight. We go down to the field with Amanda Poole and Chris Hinchy, Heathwood Hall head of school.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm here with head of school Chris Hinchy for Heathwood Hall. Chris, tell me what's new and exciting here in Highlander territory.
Well, it's been an exciting 2 years. We've had this building project where we had a great donation from the Boyd Foundation, and we were kind of expanded our outdoor ropes course. We expanded our chapel, and right now we're in the midst of expanding our campus center, renovating our theater, and right to my left is our new 12,000 square foot addition to our athletic center. So it's been really exciting, and I'm really excited that Watch Fox is here because it's been an exciting night. So thanks for coming.
Let's add on to the excitement because I love that. Let's bring in our sponsors, Sonic. We've got Tony here to present a check for you guys because y'all won the car hops for cash.
Congratulations on winning. We are excited about this. It's been a while since you've taken the check home, so thank you.
Stacey, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, head of school Chris Hinchy from Heathwood Hall. And now the Scholar Athlete presented by South Carolina Army National Guard for Heathwood Hall is Merritt Horan. Mary is a captain of both the sideline and competition cheer teams for the Highlanders. At school, she has a 4.73 GPA and is a member of the Executive Council and president of the National Honor Society. In the community, Merritt was awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award for extensive work in the community. She hasn't decided on her future plans just yet, but hopes to study to become a pediatric nurse and anesthetist, and we wish her the very best. Congratulations, Mary. You are our Scholar Athlete of the Week presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard for Heathwood Hall. Congratulations, and good luck to whatever you decide to do in your future. Again, look at that beautiful moonshot. It is halftime here at Highlander Field. Sonic F&R Game of the Week on a Thursday night rolls on after these words.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Matt Dowell here with Stephen Vicari with Stewart Law Firms. Stephen, you guys have such a personal connection with our community schools. How does that connection help influence this firm's commitment to our local education?
Well, a lot of folks who work for the Stewart Law offices are in education, whether it's in the administration as a teacher or a librarian or a speech therapist. So we understand that it's a very difficult job, and so we kind of view this partnership as more of a commitment to the growth and success of our community.
That's amazing. Education is so important. Well, thank you for sharing, Stephen. But guys, stick around. More football is on the way.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands Trophy since 1976.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Halftime here at Heathwood Hall as senior night festivities going on the field right now. The score is 7-6, Heathwood Hall trailing on senior night. And how do we get to 7-6? First of all, Joe Cash and Stacey Huff in the booth with you. And how do we get to 7-6, Joe? We have a moving picture show to describe it. Joe Cash, will you tell them about it?
Absolutely. Heathwood Hall on the move with the first possession of the game, but they're stymied right here. Interception by Ben Lippen's Miles Grant inside the 20-yard line. That sets up an 82-yard drive, which is capped off by Braden Marie from 2 yards out. That gave Ben Lippen the early 7-0 lead. Here's owners Conan Banny. The Tennessee committee takes the pitch, goes left, cuts it back to the right, puts a foot in the ground, picks up a nice gainer for Heathwood Hall. They get on the board to cut it to 7-3 on this 31-yard field goal by James Richardson. A little while later, once again, Heathwood on the move. They get it to Conan Banny. He knows what to do, and he has a pigskin in his hands. He gets down inside the red zone once again. Belk, quarterback with the snap, tries to scramble up the middle here late in the first half, picks up a nice gain there. And this sets up the last points of the half, a 29-yard field goal, this time again once by James Richardson. He had 2 in the first half. 7-6, Stacy, is where we are at halftime.
G.I. Joe Cashin bringing you the highlights. And now take a look at those halftime stats. Rushing yards, a big lead there for Ben Lippen. And look at the total yards.
We saw that Heathwood really didn't run the ball much at all in that second quarter. Total yardage, 119 for Heathwood, 97 Ben Lippen. You heard the disparity, time of possession, not shown right there, but a big disparity in favor of Heathwood Hall that first half. Not a lot of penalties by Heathwood, just 1, 3, 4. Ben Lippen in the one critical turnover of that half led to the only touchdown by Ben Lippen.
Well said, Joe. And, of course, it's our year 10, 10th anniversary of Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. With that said, we count down our top 10 plays of the 10 years, and we bring you play number 3 on our countdown over the years of 10 years of excellence high school football. 4 wides, 3 to this side, 1 up top. Bracey gets hit immediately, but it breaks the tackle. And he has some room. He has room down the sideline. It's one man to beat. He may cut it back. Oh, my goodness, what fancy footwork. That is going to be a touchdown. Camden, touchdown to Trez Bracey. What a play after getting hit at the point of catch. That's just an athletic play right there.
Well, you watch this, Stacy. This is just poor technique by L.E. They got to wrap this up. That pass takes a long time to get out there. And boy, you got to credit Jaleel Faber for getting there, but then you got to wrap up, and then you can't coach a move like that. You just can't coach something like that. And boy, after that, after you make a man miss, it's Trez Bracey off to the races, makes another man miss right there, and then he's into the end zone for what is really a big-time backbreaker.
Oh my goodness! Here
at the end of the half.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Gonna throw it, little fade, caught, touchdown! Xavier Smith. He goes right over the defender and makes a play. What do they call that? You got mossed?
Wants to hold. They give it to Sheptak. He's flush, but he's got a lot of speed. Can he get the corner? He dives, and he is in. Forced touchdown by Bo Sheptak, diving into the end zone, and Danville takes back the lead.
Yep, they send it backer. Complete to Rios. He'll get the first down and more. Trying to hurdle a guy who has to go down at the 31-yard line.
Furcus hit as he's throwing. Ball tipped and intercepted. Excellent job defensively by
Eric Iosencio, the sophomore.
This young man coming out to the field right now is Jackson Maynard. He is suffering from Duchenne's syndrome. His family has established the Little Hercules Foundation, which is something that helps the young man and raises awareness for what he is battling all across the country. And there he has the football, and Jackson Maynard is heading towards the end zone tonight. And a very special touchdown. A lot of points will be scored during the season in games, but none bigger than that one right there. Touchdown, Jackson Maynard.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6, or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
And we're back. 7-6 is your halftime score just before the third quarter. We're going to have go down to the field with Amanda with Tamir Zimmerman. Amanda.
You, Stacey, Coach, you guys haven't been able to score a touchdown yet. You knocked some field goals in. We saw, Belk run the ball a lot. Then you kind of emptied your backfield. What do you want to see from your offense in the second half?
Just turn those field goals into touchdowns. We playing good. Like I told my team at halftime, it don't matter the score. I feel like we got better that first half than we played all year. So that's all that matters. As long as we get better this half, we'll come out on top, hopefully. But if we don't, it is what it is. We're ready to play, so that's all that matters.
All right, thank you, Coach. Stacey.
Coach Zimmerman has a loose approach to it now. He's a kid who's had a young man now, but I watched him in Marlboro County, three-sport athlete. And now let's go to the keys to the game recap right here. If you want to take a look at it, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Take a look, Joe.
I feel like they've done a good job. Ben Lippen has of containing Belk, and as far as he's tried to run the ball, he's had a couple of decent runs, but hadn't really broken the big one. They've limited the turnovers, obviously. They haven't turned the ball over. Heathwood Hall has done a decent job of not allowing a big play. They did allow that one on the touchdown drive, but shut them down after that. They've established the run a little bit, so I would say give them a B- there.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield brings you our keys to the game, and that coach's comment there by Coach Zimmerman brought to you by Lexington Medical Center. I want you to be well. Columbia's, the area's, the Midlands' only local independent hospital here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. Will LeGrand opportunity to go kickoff left to right. Heathwood Hall kicking off to Ben Lippen. It's going to be that pooch kick. Fair catch, called at the 36-yard line. Ben Lippen will take over there. And I was talking about Zimmerman. He's a very competitive guy. Football, basketball, baseball stands out in Marlboro County. Went on to play at Newberry for 4 years. And as you mentioned, two-sport Hall of Fame inductee at Newberry. He's a competitive guy, but he's going to be loose approach with his team right here.
I remember time here when I started at Coastal Carolina on the radio broadcast. Our first year, our first game was against Newberry and Time here Zimmerman.
Yeah.
In fact, we played them our first 2 years, 03 and 04, and he was a fantastic athlete. We beat him year one. Newberry got us in year two.
Those were good matchups back in the day. The early days of Coastal.
Yep.
And Ben Lippen now with the freshman KJ Dupree with Marie behind him there in that veer formation takes over at the 36-yard line. And it's going to be Crooks, a play that was good for him early in the game, coming on the right side, and he's hit hard by Hughes, and he's down. He's getting up very slow. And the young man Hughes, who's a tackling machine for Heathwood Hall, came in and hit him low.
Ben Lippen's first play from scrimmage, they gave it to Crooks. He took it 42 yards. This time he only picks up 3, and that's a good low stop that time by Julian Hughes. And Crooks a little slow to get up, but he looks like he's okay, none the worse for wear.
He's favoring that left leg, though. Yeah, they may get him out of here. He's motioning to the sideline. They may get Crooks out. He's looking at his play sheet there, but he's favoring that left leg. He's still limping out there. He's limping, going out wide right there.
Yeah, a little hitch in his giddy up. I might have to take him out.
Unless he's trying to trick him. He's definitely got a little hitch in that giddy up on that left leg there. Gain of about 3. And they're going to fake. Oh, Dupree for his first time downfield and almost picked, almost caught. A lot going on there. That was Jackson Noble almost got the pick, but still almost caught, Joe Cashin.
It's still almost reeled. Michael Trainum almost reeled in the tip drill. And you watch it right here. Just didn't quite put enough air under the football that time to KJ Dupree. Boy, what you see him high point the ball right there, Jackson Noble, and then almost coming up with a catch on the back end is Trainum.
Both of them had a shot at it. It's going to be up 3rd and 7, but that was a spectacular nothing.
A lot for an incomplete pass.
A lot, yeah, great athletic ability right there shown by both guys, but they almost caught him asleep. They almost caught him asleep that time, if not for Jackson Noble getting over there. They almost got that man behind the secondary. Great play call. So we shall see how this plays out here, but KJ Dupree showed the arm. 3rd and 7. Going to look left. Low throw. Good pressure off that right side of the defense that got in his line of sight that time and disrupted that play, Joe.
They did a good job of pushing the pocket through the Highlanders' defensive front that time, and Dupree really never got set that time to try to throw the football, and that's a good 3 downs and out right away for this Heathwood defense.
It really is. And, again, as Coach Zimmerman was saying, he felt like they played the best half in the first half. Probably, definitely on defense, they played pretty strong there. But they got to find a way to string some offensive plays together. That's Coach Weigel on your screen. Little rush, high kick, and out of bounds. It's going to be somebody mark it down or some stuff after the field. Conan Banny mixed up with some players, and we got some pushing and shoving. They got to get a hold of this, and a pink flag goes out. The referee's got to get between these people coming off the sideline. The coaches got to get involved.
Want to come off the sidelines. You got to keep them on the boundary.
Yeah. So, and that's going to be another flag. That might be what that is.
They got some stuff to sort out here, Stacey.
Yeah. Some players came off and they don't know if they were coming on with the change of possession, but that's what they're going to argue. But Benny Weigel's on the field, one of his assistants. That second flag might be for somebody coming off the sideline.
KJ Dupree, the quarterback, ran out there without his helmet, Stacey.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
a freshman mistake.
That could be a major freshman mistake, depending on how this is all adjudicated by the men in stripes down there. A lot to sort out here.
A lot. We got a little Deacon board meeting here, Joe, on Thursday night. Council dinner.
With some controversy as usual, right?
Yes, absolutely.
The deacons have to deal with controversy, typically.
Absolutely. Not everybody's not going to agree on everything.
No, they're not.
Robert's Rules of Order. Coach Weigel with his hands on the hips right there. But, yeah, that's a little bit of a mess. Conan Banny was mixed up with someone at the end of that play. That was going to be we're not sure who started that one. That was going to be adjudicated. And then a rush of white jerseys.
Yeah, you can't come off the boundary like that. I mean, you got to stay over there and especially run out there and you don't even have your helmet with you. And
yeah, that's going to be hard to defend that part. If you got a helmet on, you can say you were coming on with a change of possession, but not without a helmet. You're up to no good,
Joe.
Joe.
That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about, Stacey. That's their starting quarterback.
Yeah, you're up to no good running out there without a helmet. It's hard to explain that one. You can't say, I thought I was in on that series. You would have your helmet. So, but
I'd love to get some audio from try to find out what's going on here. Obviously, the pink flags for the breast cancer awareness. Obviously,
this month, October. Yeah. And they're talking. See, look at the talk. They're talking to Coach Zimmerman. So, and Coach Weigel standing at the 45-yard line with his hands folded. He wants some splaining done to him too.
Probably holding his breath right now because.
Yeah.
I mean, you hope you don't get kids ejected for running off like that.
Right.
But yeah, I don't want to sit here and speculate without really knowing. But I know you can't come off.
Yeah. I'm not a lawyer, Joe, nor do I play one on TV, but I would advocate if I'm Ben Lippen and say he was going to break it up. That's what I'd be saying right now. He was going to pull him up, and that's the only thing because
may not matter.
I would play that right. I would play that card, but you don't want to see that. You don't want to see your starting quarterback. And now they're going to jog over and have a little usher board meeting with Weigel. So we had a deacon board on one side and an usher board on the other. They're going to explain to him. His posture is one of, I'm listening and then I'm going to speak.
Really, really need to see what's happening here because there were multiple flags thrown.
See, let's watch it in the play. So right there in the middle of your screen, right there, they lock it up right there. That's Conan Banny and the player, and it's like 7.
Olin Parnell, Ben Lippen, they
that's
exchanged pleasantries.
That's one set of problems. And after this, now watch the white jersey come. Somebody's coming from the sideline. The other sideline is, see right there, and you'll see right there coming in some players, and one of them is the quarterback came in late with no helmet on.
I know, Stacy.
Yeah, he came up the sideline very late. And they're still talking to Coach Weigel, and I hope they're not saying we got to toss your kid.
Amanda's down there. I think she's trying to get an ear to the ground to get the word on the street to find out exactly what the penalties are, if there are any ejections.
Here we come. Here's the white hat. He may be about to talk to us. Personal foul on the player. Reed Lips. Personal foul on Ben Lippen. And so that's going to offset personal fouls on both. And another unsportsmanlike conduct on Ben Lippen. Okay. I haven't seen a thumb go up. So we don't have the mic on him, but it'll be a first down. I didn't see a thumb go up, so no ejections, but like it's going to be marked off. The worst of that is going to go against Ben Lippen, I believe. I believe he had personal foul and unsportsmanlike.
No one got ejected. I don't feel bad about that. I think that might be discretion being better part of the valor for the officials. That's,
The PA announcer is going to clean it up. This is going to be a 30-yard penalty. It looks like, it's going to be 30 yards marked off ultimately versus. It's going to be Heathwood Hall football, Joe Cashin at the 25-yard line, first down. That is huge.
That's massive.
They basically flipped the field with penalties there. And empty backfield again, no surprise. We've seen this most of the second quarter for Heathwood Hall. And Belk's going to look right and just about. He has not been accurate today. Now,
nope.
I've seen the kid throw the ball a lot better than this. He's been, I don't know if he's pressing, but he's been high and or low a lot of this ball game, out of rhythm. So we've definitely seen him throw it a lot better a couple of years ago. But he definitely has some arm talent. So we'll see what they come up with on 2nd and 10, Joe. That you and I both think they probably shouldn't go away from the run totally, but nobody asked us.
Well, they didn't ask us, but it's just get it and fling it on every down right now.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
And there's a short pass right there, and that's a nice break on the ball. Caught and a move made. That's 3 for Heathwood. That is Jamoni Batts. Jamoni Batts with a nice catch that time and converted into the Jim Hudson Automotive Group red zone, and a first down that time brought to you by Caminera Heating and Cooling.
Yep. Yeah, they have gone strictly empty set for most of this game now.
They was trying to make a move that time, and 10-10 left in the third quarter. A lot of activity for the first few minutes of this quarter. No points yet in this half. Belk's looking left, and he comes back right. He set him up, and he just another low throw. Under a little bit of pressure, but just had Nardella out there open, I believe, Joe.
It was there. Just, again, that connection just hasn't really been there tonight.
He's like he's out of sync. I like the play calls, though. I mean, maybe that's why they go empty. They see a mismatch. They overloading the secondary, Joe, and trying to get matchups with the linebackers and safeties, but got to complete the pass first.
That's the first order. You got to complete the pass.
Conan Banny is out here wide right. And they've gone to him a couple times in the corner of the end zone, just have not connected. Let's see if they try that again. 2nd and 10. Bells looks left again and comes back. Just pressure, nowhere to go. And that's just a good job. Tackle made by my guy, Austin Huff. But the first player in there, 56, blew that play up for Heathwood. For Ben Lippen. Give him some love, Joe. That is Kellen George.
Kellen George in there, and you said Huff was the one to clean it up. And Stacy, when you completely go away from the run game, you tell the defense they can pin their ears back.
Yeah.
They have no worries about a run game. They can just come right after you. And you saw Ben Lippen get up the field, get the sack that time, and really push this thing back.
Huff is a senior, number 72, plays both ways. He's really stood out on several plays in this ball game, and right there clean up. He and Kellen George have had some moments in the interior of that line. And now, guess what? You called it. Now they're going back to the left of Belk. And we'll see if they check the ground. Now, it's 3rd and 10, though. Might be 4-down territory. Check that, 6. He's going to run left. He has a man. Oh, it's going to be probably a hold. And Heathwood's going to want a late hit out of bounds over there. But they're not going to get that. There's a hold late in that play, it looks like.
I think that was a good play out of bounds over there. Honestly, I think Ben Lippen just chased him. And, again.
Yeah, that's right. It was 16 to go there, time. You're right. It was 3rd.
Patrick Belk just had nothing going on there.
Yeah, and they're going to decline it. It was 3rd and 16. They're going to decline it, so it's going to bring up 4th. And Richardson he's over there trying to run on the field. Are they going to try to kick it from there? That would be
That would be 42 yards.
Yes, it would. Absolutely. 42-yard field. Always at 17. Folks at home, his teaching moment brought to you by Joe Cashin. Always add 17 yards to where the ball is, folks. For those who can do the ciphering, where the ball is 17 yards is where the distance of the field goal. 7 yards back for the spot, 10 for the end zone. Did I get that right, Joseph?
You're correct. Stacy?
Fashion Joe Cashin.
Yeah.
2 field goals made, 31 and 29 yards that you see on your screen by James Richardson. He's trying to give them the lead here. This will be impressive. He has the leg. Good snap, good hold. Low, though. It's going to be low and left. So, celebration for Ben Lippen. Their defense has really stiffened at the right moments in this ball game. 8:48 to play in the 3rd, and Ben Lippen shuts down Heathwood Hall once again, Joe.
Again, Heathwood can move the ball between the 20s. We've seen it tonight, but they bogged out in the red zone several times. And again, they've gone strictly to the air. They've completely abandoned any sort of running game. And you see this field goal here, Stacy. He's got the leg. He just missed it. It might have been partially blocked. It looked like there might have been a defender to get a hand on that ball, honestly.
If it was, I'm going to say it was Huff. It might have been. We'll look again maybe later.
It looked kind of funny coming across that line of scrimmage like that.
It did. And sometimes when a kicker's trying to kick to the limits of their leg, they will kick it too low, or they'll get the foot out ahead of themselves. That little cross buck action again, and he had room. I'll tell you what, that was a nice little run. Good job blocking that time for Ben Lippen, and Michael Trainum, the sophomore, with the carry. Decent game.
Now, Ben Lippen, for having so much time off, they look pretty good here tonight at times. Now, Heathwood has shut them down after that first drive.
Yeah.
That's been a good job by this Heathwood defense tonight.
They've mixed up their play calling pretty well, though. Not a lot of passing, but enough to keep them honest.
Yep.
And the way they run the ball is the diversity in their offense, right? They run it with the, straight gives. They run it with the, the end around, the cross buck action, all that. They change it up. And this time it's going to be a straight give up the middle, and good job up front hitting, but just moving those legs for the first down is Marie. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. That was toughness shown right there, Joe.
And I think Ben Lippen really needs to kind of grind out a couple of first downs and keep their defense off the field. I mean, they were on the field a long time in that first half, and then several minutes there on that last drive by Heathwood. I think it would be good to, obviously, if you're the Falcons, to start to grind this clock, move those chains a few times, and try to hang on to this 1-point lead.
Well said, and I totally agree. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. Cameron keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Coney Banny's over the center, and he makes the tackle. He makes the first hit. Owners Coney Banny got bored out in the corner. They're never going to throw at him. He went over the center that time. And we said again, he went in and dove down and made that tackle at the line of scrimmage. He wants some action, Joe.
He's active out there on both sides, obviously.
When you're a P4 kid like that, he probably feels like he do whatever he wants to do in there. But he actually stood up over the center and just beat him to the football.
Give also credit to 44 Thomas Scurry.
Yes, Scurry was in there.
He scurried to the ball that time to Thomas Scurry. But you see Conan Banny right there. He's just like, I'm right there. He's right there in the box.
He put that in, he went and grabbed a leg, and Scurry got the other leg.
Yeah.
Give to Marie over the right side. He runs so hard, and he gets a nice little gain of about 5.
He runs hard, Stacy.
Yes.
You just call it. I mean, just a simple run play off the right side, just puts a foot in the ground, gets some good blocking up in front of him, and he just runs kind of low to the ground. He's kind of a short guy, right?
Yeah, he's not going to dunk on anybody now, but
he's not going to dunk on somebody.
he's not going to the low post, but I tell you what, he really is hard to bring down, and the first guy has rarely got him to the ground, Joe. So, yeah, I like Marie, and I like the other back. Trainum was only a sophomore.
It's a big down here for Heathwood. A chance to get them off the field and get the ball back.
Yeah, you got to be kind of shook right now if you're Heathwood, all wondering what you got to do to crack the end zone. If you've been Lippen, you can't keep asking your defense to keep bailing out like that. You got to get some more points on the board. Oh, little oh, good gracious. There's that Conan Vanny. What a hit in the backfield. Onus, Conan Vanny, they moved him inside, Joe, and he is dancing in the backfield of Ben Lippen.
That's just a tremendous play by Conan Vanny. It took an awful long time to develop if you're Ben Lippen, and Conan Vanny just comes in there. He's not even checked. No one even blocks him. He's a heat-seeking missile. He's like, where's that football and who's got him? And he gets there in a hurry, in a bad mood for the TFL.
He looks like an SEC defensive back right there in that play.
He's got a body that looks SEC, I'll tell you that. And he's an athlete that will definitely play there.
No doubt. At some point, we want to go down to Amanda Poole, and she has something to talk about Onus Conan Vanny here. We'll check in with her in a moment.
She's got something.
Yes. And that's his mom right there. There's his mom on the screen right there. Came all the way from London, flew in from London, landed yesterday. That's a long flight. Miriam Anzini. Low kick. He's going to take a Ben Lippen bounce, but it's still going to be decent field position for Heathwood Hall at the 37-yard line. And that was Huff on the kick again. Got a good roll.
33 yards. Got every bit of that 33. He had to get some roll on it. And that's not bad to kind of move him back a little bit.
You're right. That's not a bad deal, but you feel like the momentum is in the balance, right, Joe? You kind of
don't really know who has control of this game right now. It's really up for grabs, as you say. It's kind of on the scale, balancing out, trying to figure it out.
I think the next big play solves it. I think Ben Lippen's waiting on something to give because their offense has really been shut down since the first drive, and Heathwood Hall hasn't broken through. Although they've had some big plays, just nothing in the red zone. So you got to feel like one of those teams something's got to give here. 7-6 probably won't be the final score, but who's going to score next? And now, as you mentioned, we both didn't kind of like that empty backfield so much. Now they're going back to the one man behind Belt. They still haven't handed it to anybody. He just out of sync. The pass was thrown before the receiver turned around.
It's hard to put yourself in 2nd and 10 continuously.
Yes, it's hard to win, yes. 2nd and 5 is better. 2nd and 1 is perfect if you're going to have second down.
Play on schedules, play ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, they're putting themselves in a must-pass situation. Even with a quarterback that's a veteran, a 3-year starter, it's still a lot to ask. And, all world kid out wide, you can't be so predictable. So we'll see how this drive shakes out. 5:05 left in the third. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Straight to the 38-yard line. Belt looks over the middle. Nowhere to go.
Yeah,
Huff, Austin Huff just embraced him way behind the line of scrimmage. But they know he's passing, so they're just meeting him in the pocket. There's no guessing. And that's Austin Huff again. I love the name. He's having himself a night.
He really is.
But they make it easy for him a little bit with the predictability.
Yeah, when you don't have to worry about the run and you can just pin your ears back and just rush the passer, that's a big difference for a defense.
Now, 3rd and a long-distance phone call.
It'll be a 3rd down to 21 for Heathwood from the 28.
Okay. Coming up on 3rd and 13 here. 4 wides to the left of Belt. 1 man to the right. That is Conan Vanny. Everyone's All-American. The Tennessee commit may go this way, but 4 to the left side. Empty backfield once again, and Belt looks left and pressure again. He's got to get out of town, and that's just that ball came out, but I think he was down. They're gonna call him down. But they threw the beanbag. I thought he was down. They're gonna throw the beanbag and say it's a fumble, but that was Kellen George.
I thought he did fumble.
You thought it was a fumble?
I thought he did fumble. Well, absolutely.
That was Kellen George, and that's a huge play. We said something was gonna break. That might be the big play that Ben Lippen was waiting for. Take a look.
Huff almost gets to him right here. Then it's big number 56 in behind Kellen George. He gets in there, takes him down.
Yeah,
and I think that The ball absolutely was coming out as he was going down. So
that's a huge turnover that time for
massive.
Ben Lippen. Ball's at the 20-yard line, and KJ Dupree, the freshman, going to pitch to Trainum. Has a little room on the left side. This shut down quickly. That's a good job getting to the ball. Heathwood Hall flow to the ball, shows some speed right there. First man there was Jameer Crooks. No, check that. Wrong team. That was Jackson Noble.
Well, if you're Ben Lippen here, you can punch us in the end zone.
Yeah, you got to
really take a leg up in this game. Still would be only a one-score game. But
would you be in the catbird seat?
Yeah, you would.
Phrase? What's that,
yep.
catbird seat? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it's supposed to be something that's a good thing.
Have you ever seen a catbird seat?
Yeah, it sounds it's a lot. It means something good, supposedly. So we'll see on this next play, 2nd and 9. If you're Heathwood Hall, now you need a play. Got to hold it. You want to hold it to a field goal or nothing right here. The offense has been struggling in the red zone, and now a turnover. Marie stood up and drove it back. Give him a gain of about 2 on that. They'll bring up 3rd and long.
In on the stop, number 51, Christian Hitchcock.
Try the 3rd and 7. Marie just calendars along, doesn't he?
Oh.
You know, I try to do a little something.
Yeah.
A little stretch, a little reach, but I'll take it. 2:30 in the 3rd. Third and 7. We'll see what they come up with right here. You feel like this is a big play for both teams here. Heathwood Hall trying to keep Ben Lippen out of the end zone. Flushed out of the pocket is Dupree, showing his speed. Oh, that's a nice throw and a better defensive play that time. Broke it up at the last second. In the end zone for Heathwood. That's 24, Tedrick Gibson Jr.
Dupree tried to throw it. It's a tough throw. You're rolling to your left and then trying to throw it that way back across your body.
He was almost down, too.
He was almost across the line of scrimmage, too.
Yes, good point.
That's a good play, though, by Heathwood to keep them out of the end zone after the turnover. So,
and we have a field goal kicker in Zach Matthew, the junior kicker. Good snap, good hold. And they were right around it. They didn't block it. I thought that ball was right there, and it got barely across. Hands to the sky. 10-6, Ben Lippen under great pressure. They lead by 4 as we have 1:59 left to play in the 3rd. Come on back. This game is getting good down the stretch on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week on a Thursday.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Welcome back inside the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. It's time for our Smile Cam. Just checking in with the sights and sounds of the game with our Joy Law Firm Smile Cam. Just call Joy. Smile Cam. Look at it. Smell like teen spirit. The youngsters are happy. I always say it's Friday, no school tomorrow, but guess what? It's Thursday, and Heathwood Hall does have fall break, so they still have no school tomorrow. Look at them celebrating and enjoying senior night. Smiles all around. Ben Lippen folks are smiling hard right now because they have a 10-6 lead. BLS, Ben Lippen School, from over off of Monticello Road, Columbia, South Carolina. Heathwood Hall right here, tucked away right off of Bluff Road. Mentioned fall break. That's why this game is on a Thursday night. They have fall break beginning tomorrow for Heathwood Hall. Of course, we do have a play of the game coming up. Brought to you by Atkins Law Firm coming up later in the fourth quarter. We'll talk to you about that. Look at those fans. They're throwing things in the stands. You can never go wrong throwing things in the stand.
No, you can't.
The only time it's wrong is when things come out of the stands back on the field. You go in the one direction, it's a good thing. So it goes from the field to the stands, it's a good thing. We don't want to throw things from the stands to the field. That's how that works. So we'll look great opportunity school kickoff coming up. Ben Lippen kicking off right to left of your screen. They're in all white duds. Heathwood Hall in the blue and the green stripes, white lids. Both teams have the white hats on. Ben Lippen kicking off their football. They get to choose the ball. They kick off. It has the green and gold Nike swoosh on it for Ben Lippen, their school colors. We'll look great opportunity school for 100 years, helping students to a better future. Kickoff return approaching the 30, and right there at the 31-yard line is where the tackle will be made. That was McKinley. On the return, hit by a host of Ben Lippen Falcons. Let's get on to Amanda Poole with an update on the sidelines. Amanda, what's up?
Hey, guys. So Heathwood Hall able to hold Ben Lippen just to a field goal thanks to that number 24, Tadford Gibson Jr. He is an 8th grader, a Dutch Fork transfer, and coaches say he's an Onus 2.0. He's got raw, natural talent. And I asked them, how do you coach that natural talent? They said, you don't. You just try not to mess it up.
I love it. Yeah, he's shown up well, Tadford Gibson Jr. I didn't realize it was I did talk to the coach and said he was an 8th grader start. He did talk to me about Tadford Gibson. He's a young man who they think has a really, really bright future. And, 8th grade, he said, I would see him. He said he's ranked as one of the top 8th graders in the nation, Amanda. Thanks for the update. Tadford Gibson Jr., they actually ranking 8th graders. He's one of the top-rated 8th graders in America. So, yeah, he does have some owners, Kenny Manning potential. 5-yard gain, and now 2nd and 5 coming up here. So they are running, Joe. We talked about the run. Now they're going back to the run, and that was going nowhere fast. Sellers McGee.
Sellers McGee on the keeper.
That's Austin Huff again. And you got to be exuberant if you're Austin Huff.
Oh,
the way
there
he's
you
playing.
go.
He's shown up big as a senior here on TV on a Thursday night with Joe Cashin in the building.
That is surely the reason for his exuberance. No question about that.
And we're still searching. We think we may not have seen it yet. It may be still to come, but we have a Mark Brown play of the game coming up. We'll announce. I think the play of the game is yet to be had. 10-6. We have a lot of big moments still coming here in this fourth quarter. Nice throw, and it's going to be right at the sticks. Yeah, they marked it right past. It's going to be a first down, but if you got to keep the receiver up on that though. He'll go down to his knee, and it's going to be a first down. Heathwood Hall. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. So we have the Atkins Law Firm play year of the game coming up and the Mark Brown Law Firm play of the game to look forward to here. And I think, again, we have some big plays to come up as we head to the fourth quarter. We have 20 seconds left in the third quarter. One man in the backfield, and they're going to throw it out wide just a little bit behind him. They're going to call it incomplete. That's a break.
I was just going to say, Stacy.
Yeah, he got to get that ahead of the receiver. That would have lost 5 yards.
You called that. I was going to say that. Yeah. You nailed it because he catches that. That's like you say, a loss of 5.
Absolutely, and it will cost them a play in this third quarter. So they get another play now, and it's 2nd and 10 as opposed to 2nd and 15, which would have been how they would have started the fourth quarter. So this will be the last play of the third quarter here, folks. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin in the booth, Amanda Poole on the sideline. Senior night at Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. Patrick Belt's going to roll right. He has Conan Manning going deep. He was the decoy on that, and Nardella underneath. I think they're going to rule Nardella out right past the sticks. That's going to be a first down. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down for Heathwood Hall. That's where they'll start. As we flip the field, we head to the fourth quarter on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week on a Thursday night. There's that completion. Come on back for what we think is going to be a thrilling fourth quarter of this ball game.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Is where we stand to start the fourth quarter. We hold four fingers in the air. Ben Lippen on the road trying to ruin senior night for Heathwood Hall. The Highlanders 10-6, and now time for our Northeast Trophy and Awards. Game summary. Joe Cashin, what has been going on here?
Well, Heathwood Hall had the first drive of the game, stymied by a pick. Ben Lippen drove the ball 82 yards for a touchdown. Heathwood got a couple of field goals in the second quarter to cut it 7-6. Another Heathwood turnover led to a Ben Lippen field goal late in the third. And it's 10-6 Falcons as we start the fourth.
There we are. 12 minutes on the clock. Ball's across midfield, and Heathwood Hall on the move, trying to touch the end zone for the first time of the evening. Empty backfield again. 5 wides in the formation and just nowhere to go. But Patrick Bell, he's going to break loose. They did not corral him, though, and that's a win for Heathwood Hall just to get 4 or 5 yards in that play because the pocket was gone, Joe. Because
Huff has gotten pressure all night long. Give him credit. We're talking about players of the game. He's going to have to be on that list for Ben Lippen. You know, he's not just because of his last name.
Oh, okay.
It's pronounced Huff, right?
Right.
He's done a great job to get pressure on the quarterback. Yes. Delk all night long, even though they didn't get the sack.
Yeah, Austin Huff's a young man who's definitely shown up big time. Huff is how you spell his. I'm Hough, but that's still my little cousin. Every time he makes a good play, for sure, we're related. I want to take credit. They almost got on the move that time, so second and about 6. Bell has a man in the backfield now. They haven't run it much, though. They've now put a man back there with them, but they're going to fake the give, and Nardella out wide. He needs a block. Oh, he got a block that could have been got about 3 or 4 yards, but it was close to a pushing it back, and they didn't call it.
Close.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't call it. It was borderline, but
Jackson Noble, I think, did just enough to avoid the penalty. He warded off the defender to create a little space over here.
Yeah. Well, I like drama, so I want games going down to the wire. So I want to see this game go down to the final play. So That's a limping player right there, number 6. Look, he's either gassed or hurt right there, but not coming out of the game. That's Miles Grant, who had the first interception of the game, but the only interception of the game. So Onis Conan Banny will be in the slot on the right side with 2 receivers out to his right. Noble on the left side right here. And Belk. The pocket goes again. He's holding the ball out kind of loose. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 yards, man. He did not have anywhere to go, and the defense closed in on him.
Josh Cobbs made the stop for Ben Lippen. Had time to stop Belk short of the first down, and so your Tymier Zimmerman here, 4th quarter, all bets are off, 4th and about 3. The plus 50 on your, actually the plus 40 is where they are. You got to go for this.
Yeah. But what do you call here? The pocket has been collapsing. He hasn't had time to set his feet. And there's no running game. That ain't pretend to run the ball. It's an empty backfield, so he's got to understand the rush is coming. Austin Huff has been out there like he's on that side of the line like he's on Heathwood's team. And this time he pulls it down again. He got away. That's a good job by Belk. He slides down. That is a good job. Disappeared in the crowd and gets the camera heating and cooling first down. That's a big play.
That's a Houdini-act move right there, Stacy. He just disappeared and then reappeared. You see it right here. Pocket collapsing. Defenders everywhere. He's in big trouble. And now all of a sudden, whoop, here he goes. Right out the back door. Slides down with a big Heathwood first down.
But it's going to be a lot more of that, though. So, I mean, the pocket has been just a sea of madness in there for him. Nowhere for him to even get his eyes down the field. So you can't get the ball on his Conan Banny if you can't set up. So is it going to be Belk's legs to get him down the field? Ben Lippen has been stopping them in the red zone all night when they got that far. This is the good handoff right here, a good idea to change it up, but that's a good job by the gentleman in white. That pocket collapsed, and it's going to be
I think a flag came in, too.
This might be a penalty marker down. Face mask. It's a face mask.
Against Ben Lippen, yeah.
So they're going to take that for sure. Face mask is going to be the big joker is 15 yards. 5 yards. It's a little joker.
The little joker.
Yeah, Coach Zimmerman said, push him back. So it'll be, I was at the 27-yard line of Ben Lippen. 9:40 on the rolling 4th quarter clock here. 2nd and 3, Joe.
First, it's going to be 2nd down. That's right. I thought it. Yeah. My man Rich Taylor over there with the with the down marker.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's going to be picked. Oh, he dropped it. Conan Banny couldn't bring it in. It was almost picked by 9 that time for Ben Lippen. That would have been huge. Drake Porter. Take a look, Joe.
Tip drill right here. Ball right on the money. Conan Banny goes down. Can't quite reel it in. Whoop, there goes the ball. It's bouncing around. Oh, dude, Ben Lippen defenders had a chance at it. Dupree looked like he had a shot at it. And
the junior linebacker Porter there.
Yeah, he had a shot at it too. But
that's a break for Heathwood Hall.
Huge break.
Huge break.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
That's massive.
With 9 played down 4, that would have been a big momentum shift to Ben Lippen. But now, they're another big 3rd down. They converted last time on 4th down. Belk flushed again, and guess who? It's a Huff kind of night, Joe. Austin Huff.
He says, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down.
Rough, tough, and enough. that was my college motto right there.
I'll tell you what, that's at least 3 or 4 sacks for him, I think, in this game.
Yeah, he's playing.
I'll tell you what, you're talking about playing the game, but they wind up playing in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a defender that takes it. That's going to be interesting how this plays out. So we'll see how.
Now you got to look for Conan Banny. They're going to stop and talk about it.
Yeah, 4th and 11. This is huge. We're going to step away as they take a timeout and talk about it. 8:46 left to play. Come on back. It's a thrilling 8:46 left to settle it here. Ben Lippen, Heathwood Hall on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do. I like being in charge of others. My confidence really built up to something.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me, because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6, or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Glad to have you here with us. Thanks for tuning in. Sonic FNR Game of the Week on a special Thursday edition. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth, Amanda Poole on the sidelines. And coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Shout out to our guy, Joe Weidman, and the folks over there. Holly Atkins and the crew, Elizabeth. They're going to punt it. That's good. They're going to punt them in. That's probably a good strategy, Joe. And if you've been Lippen, yeah, but that's the problem. If you're going inside the end zone, though, that's the problem. You want that pin, you want it inside the 10. But that was a really good kick by Noble.
That would have been good for midfield.
Yes.
As it is. I mean, he turned that over. That was a high spiral, like punt that looks good off the foot.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kick right there. There's Hughes on your screen there. Young man makes a lot of tackles. And I mean, a lot of time, they don't have to force a turnover or anything like that, but Heathwood Hall has not been able to solve Ben Lippen's defense. Give a shout-out to Ben Lippen's defensive staff. Coach Waggle's a defensive-minded guy, as I mentioned. He's always been a DC and a defensive side of the ball, and this is his first time running the offense, but his defense looks like that of a team, you know, headed up by a defensive dude. They've really flown around here and made the thing is, Joe, they make big plays in the red zone. When they needed to play, that sack by Huff was big. So the freshman Dupree, good-looking freshman. There's that guy Crooks and Hughes. That might be Hughes. That might be athlete on athlete right there. Yes, that was. I'll check it out. That might be 22.
That was Liam Edwards.
Yes, Liam Edwards. Check that. I thought that too. It was Hughes. So Hughes is the guy who Hughes has been flying
and
around.
Liam Edwards was there too. So yeah,
20 and 22, but that's a loss. That's a big loss in that play. Yeah, it's gonna put up 2nd and 17, and then you put the freshman in a must-pass situation. And here's the decision for Ben Lippen. Do you throw it and try to get this first down and stop the clock? I know it's 8 minutes left, but this game has flown by, you know. Or do you keep it on the ground to turn out time?
You're behind the chains now, so you're going to have to put it up at some point if you want to keep the chains moving.
Well, here we go. They're going to give it. That's that inside, that little cross buck this time. And if you get a chuck right here, they don't have to throw it. And I think he went out of bounds. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 9 or so.
Well, like I said, you can keep it on the ground right here and be just fine.
That's right.
Well, like I just said, Steve, you can just run the ball and be fine.
The power of editing. We edit that out. Right. They always do the opposite of what we say anyway.
Exactly.
I'm used to that.
That's right.
It's like they can hear us like, nah, dude, you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about.
Not at all. 3rd and 8. This is interesting. Do you throw it?
If you didn't throw it there, I don't think you do it here.
Good point. That's right. That play did kind of dictate the mindset here. Kind of played their hand here, but it would be something if they fool them right here and the freshman raises up and throws it over the head. But nope. Marie with a tough run, but not nearly enough. Got about 3. And it's going to be decent field position for Heathwood Hall. My guy Austin Huff will come in and kick. He needs his best kick of the night right here, Joe.
He does. It's flip the field time now if you're Huff.
Yeah. So McKinley's going to stand about midfield. If it's in front of him, that's going to be good for Heathwood Hall. You want to kick it over his head if you're Huff. If you can do it, this is the time. A little pressure, and he kicked it pretty good. Yeah, he did a good job not letting it hit the ground. Good job by McKinley. Even without a great return, he made a good decision to not let the ball hit the ground right there. We'll step away and come back with 7 even on the clock. 7 minutes to settle it. Ben Lippen 10, Heathwood Hall 6. Come on back here. It's going to be good down the stretch.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Up here, high above the press box. 7 minutes to play. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, and getting chilly now. Fall night of football, the Sonic Air Front Hour game of the week. The Falcons have been Lippen 10-6. And interesting, Joe, with 7 minutes to play, we got a lot of Heathwood holds the ball with a lot of pressure, I think, in the atmosphere. They got to do something this time.
And Stacey, I want to go back to a great point you made right as we were going into that break on the punt return. They didn't need a big punt return right there. McKinley didn't need to break a big one. He just needed to field that ball and save field position, which he did.
Yes.
A great point you made. Saved probably 10 or 15 yards, perhaps.
Absolutely.
Keeps the ball on the plus 50.
Yeah, if that ball hits the ground there, Joe, it's going to run. It was going to run, and it was going to be a problem. So, yeah, they get the ball now on the 49-yard line and empty backfield again. 5 wides in the formation. So we know they're passing. And the Belk's legs have been big, and that's a nice throw. He threw it. The receiver wasn't ready. It's just been a timing issue all night a little bit with Heathwood Hall. The receiver didn't have his head around. It was open, though. It was open. They just had a hard time, even when the players were there, they had a hard time. They had some bobbles, some low throws, some high throws, some miscommunications, and then some penalties, Joe, that just kind of really hurt them. Big holding penalty a couple drives ago, hurt them. And Tony Bandy's out here left. He's not in the huddle. He's up here at the 50-yard line.
He knows the play.
Yeah, he knows the play. And I'll tell you what, at some point, you got to figure he's got to touch it. So you have to hand it to him. 4 wides in this formation. McKinley in the backfield. That's going to be another short pass. There's a little bit of room to turn up right here. And, good job. Now Della shows a little burst of speed. He's going to be short of the first down, but he got a good chunk there on second down. Della, take a look.
Right here, good pass. Finally get on target with one of these out to the flat area.
Yeah, he
able to turn that thing up and not quite pick up a first down, but certainly make it manageable here, 3rd down and short.
3rd and 2. And we got somebody down over here. It's a player down. There's a
Ben
Lippen player. This might be 33. I hate to speculate on that. I want to see the number clearly, but on the sideline. So they're going to probably, it looks like it's going to be a cramp. Yeah, I hate to say it, but that's a good thing to see.
You hate to see an injury, but this one, pretty much is a cramp, and they'll have this worked out shortly. I do believe, though, it's currents.
Yeah, it might be 33. So we showed you the Saturday slate of activity on Watch Fox 57. Let's look at Sunday. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, man. 1 o'clock p.m. game going to the Saints. And Spencer Rattler gets his first career start. The former Gamecock, who I predicted was going to have the job by week 10 anyway. He gets in because of injury. And the Falcons at the Panthers at 4:30 p.m. The Panthers have been the can't get right of the NFL this year, but they're going to try to fix it and get healthy at home against the Falcons. Falcons look pretty good in moments, but I'm watching that Tampa Bay Saints game with a lot of interest. I'm a Spencer Rattler fan. Wish that young man well, a Gamecock alum, and as Coach Weigel showing concern, as are the Heathwood Hall folks over here in the training staff trying to work out the leg issues there with Currents. We believe that's 33 Currents. Coach Tamir Zimmerman. See, I don't feel bad. Zimmerman's got the jacket on. Weigel has a jacket on. Joe and I have put our jackets on, so I don't feel like I'm wimping out or anything up here. It's chilly.
We're outside, Stacey. We're on top of the press box.
I feel like we're at the top of a Ferris wheel that stopped. So we're at the top of the Ferris wheel, but we're up high.
Well, you're talking the Ferris wheel. The fair is in town.
Right. See, I did that.
State Fair.
Set you up for that, Joe.
State Fair is open, and that's an annual pilgrimage for my wife and I to go over there and spend an afternoon.
The fair's a good
blooming onion and some mushrooms and whatever else.
I've not been a big attendee of the fair, but I'm not opposed to the fair. Just once the kids got a little older, I just hadn't really been back. But it's a good time if you. I can't eat it. I really shouldn't eat anything there.
Well, I shouldn't, but I do. because it's once a year kind of thing.
Right. They don't have salads. I haven't seen the salad stands at the fair.
Salad? Yeah, you're in the wrong place, but if you're looking for a salad,
that's my point. That's my point. So I don't think Curtis is up, but he's not putting a lot of weight on his right leg, I believe it is. So we can
hope that's not serious. He can work that out and be okay. It looked like they were trying to stretch him out, but
he's hopping now.
Yeah,
not putting weight on. Might be we'll see which leg that is, but he's got folks, and some of his teammates are going to come get him off the field now. And
he had that big tackle for loss on the pass early in the game. Good player, good defender.
Yeah, that's good. That's that brotherhood. That teammates coming up, patting him on the back and showing him some love over there. And man, you hate to see that. He's not putting any weight on that left leg at all. So I was hoping it was only a cramp. So he got a round of applause. Good sportsmanship by both groups of fans. Hope the young man's okay. And I believe Curtis is a sophomore. Yeah, he's only a sophomore, so he's a young player. It's third down and 3 yards to go here. It's a big drive for Heathwood Hall, Joe. Under 7 to play. Don't know how many times they'll get the ball back. Trailing by 4. Gonna be a give this time to Conan Banny. Joe, did someone tell you in commercial break that maybe you just hand it to him?
Just get the ball to your best athlete, your best player, and good things typically happen. Line him up in the backfield. Stacy, you mentioned it. Absolutely. Conan Banny needs the ball, and you said it. How many possessions are left in this game? You got to maximize.
Just hand it to him. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. Cameron Heating and Cooling. Been around since 1956, folks. Our sponsors here, we glad to have them with us. Keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. But yeah, at some point, Conan Banny. Now he's in the backfield. But where McKinley has been all night. At some point, just give it to your best guy and say, "Give me, can you pick up some yards for me, my guy? We need a touchdown."
Can you get us home?
Yeah, bring us home. Saddle him up. Yeah, ride him on through. And then he bobbled a handoff and got hit. That's a big tackle that time for Heathwood Hall. Number 11, Jordan Connor. Hadn't called his name a lot. That's a big play.
Hey, Jordan Connor read this one all the way, and you're right, Stacy. I mean, Conan Banny lucky not to cough that ball up. It looked like kind of a not good exchange, you might say. Quarterback to Conan Banny that time, and fortunate to be able to hang on to the ball and not cough it up.
And sometimes you look at that, how many reps does he get running the ball in practice? We don't know that, but sometimes you don't get the reps. That exchange can be a little tricky, but got a feeling one will see the ball again. We're at 5:50 on the rolling fourth quarter clock. Don't know how many possessions left in the ball game for Heathwood Hall. They need a touchdown. McKinley back in to the left of Belk. Belk's going to look to the left. He's going to flush the pocket again. Huff was right there waiting on him. Threw it behind the receiver that time. Was looking for Jamani Batts. But guess who was in his face, though?
Well, again, big number 72 has just been all over the place. That Ben Lippen defensive front tonight. Got good upfield pressure. Got in Belk's face. Gave him a bad window there.
Yeah, it's a Huff kind of night, though. I got to say that. Joe's like, I can't wait the next week. He got to stop. Yeah, it's not often you see a name.
Give me the Blythewood something.
Right. Huff, you don't see, we Huffs don't run into each other that often. We don't see a lot of Huffs out there. 3rd and 11. Big play for Heathwood Hall, man. They get something here. You don't want 4th and 11. They get some yards here. And just a nice throw and a big hit. Nice throw for the first down. Patrick Belk. We got a player getting up slow for Heathwood Hall. That's a Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. Noble with the catch.
Jameer Crooks again on the stop and getting up a little bit slowly. He's been all over the place for Ben Lippen tonight. But that's a huge conversion for Heathwood.
And Belt put the touch on that one. Yep. He's been a little erratic a little bit tonight, spraying around a little bit. But that was a great touch. First down, and they're going to give it to McKinley. McKinley slices to the 20-yard line right at the Jim Hudson red zone, Jim Hudson Automotive Group. Jim Hudson, one of our proud sponsor of our red zone each and every game this year. They want you to know that experience it once and you'll never forget. Jim Hudson. You got a feeling Heathwood Hall feel like this is their touchdown winning drive.
They have been on the plus side of the 50 all night long. They've been down in the red zone numerous times tonight, and they've only come away with a pair of field goals. They've got to put the ball in the end zone here as we get late.
And it's 4:30 on the clock by the time this play is over. Belt trying to split the difference right here. He's on that ball very loose. He's dangling it out there a little bit now. Got some positive yards there. It's going to bring up an interesting third down right here. Is there a flag down? Referees are having a conversation.
There's a flag down across the way.
This might tell it right here.
Looks like a holding call.
Yes, it's on Heathwood Hall, so this is going to set them back behind the sticks a little bit. Little Michael Jackson moonwalk backwards here. They're 30 yards from the lead, and Ben Lippen has protected 30 yards of turf. Ben Lippen has been making plays all night long on this part of the field. They've lived in their own backyard right here, and they've come up really big.
They have risen to the occasion.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
That's my guy right there, Austin Huff. I got a great high school baseball story with my guy Austin Huff from Chesterfield. But we spell it H-O-U-G-H. Last time I said that, Joe. Joe's like, I can't wait to get. I'm just glad to see another Huff, man. So he's really playing well. 4 wides in the formation. Belk. Oh, he throws it up in the corner. That's coming back. It's going to be an athlete on athlete. Broken up that time. He went for it. He went for the whole thing right there. And that was broken up that time by Barry Dixon, I believe.
That was great pressure on the quarterback, too. There's going to be another holding penalty called against Heathwood, but I think they're going to decline it. Ben Lippen will decline, take the result of the play, which is an incomplete pass. Great defense in the end zone. Yeah, and Huff, again, was the one who got the pressure on the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Great job. He was underthrown a little bit and well covered.
Barry Dixon, give him credit for the PBU back there. That was a massive play.
Joe, this is 3rd and 15. Again, I said this earlier, and they got the first down the next play after I said it, but you got to get something here. If you don't get the first down, you got to make 4th down manageable here. You may not touch the ball again.
They only have 2 timeouts. You can only stop it twice.
Yes.
There is no 2-minute timeout in high school football.
No. The only thing stop the clock at the run out of timeouts is first down, stop the clock. Empty set again. Belk with pressure. And he's going to throw it again. And this might be that one, the receiver might have slowed down. He had Noble. I don't know if Noble slowed down. Unless he had him, it was off that right side over there. He was wide open for a second.
Good ball, too. I thought that Belk threw right here, and he gets just enough time to throw it, and he's looking that way the entire – gets some pressure right there, gets hit, but he's able to get something on this ball. And it is just a little bit out of his reach.
Look, he slowed down a little bit like he thought the ball was coming right to him. That's not enough. That's nothing. 4th and 5th. Won't say this is the ball game because anything can happen with 2 timeouts, Joe, but this is huge right here. Yeah. And you know what? Ben Lippen has played a clean game, too. A lot of penalties on their side, especially this half. So they play a clean play right here. It's going to be a lot of pressure to get 15 yards. Empty formation again. Belk's got to get rid of it this time. He's going the same pattern again. It was just overthrown. And a lot of frustration on the side of Heathwood Hall.
You gotta figure you're gonna run a play for Conan Banny, you know. You want to
They went to that same side
three times in a row, and it's like you got to get Conan Banny a chance, maybe. But like you say, there's a lot of time left. 3:44, 2 timeouts.
.344 left. 1st and 10, Ben Lippen. They're going to come up, run to the line quickly here. Heathwood Hall, you have 2 timeouts, but you can't give up a first down. And I tell you what, knifing in late to make a good hit that time. There's going to be a legal procedure on Ben Lippen. So it's going to be a penalty on them. So you got to take that penalty. And that stops the clock as well. Legal shift, it looks like. I saw one official rolled it up like procedure. The other one came with the shift call. So either way.
That's a big penalty on Ben Lippen instead of 2nd and 5. Right. 1st and 15. And with potentially a chance to run the clock out if you pick up a first down because Heathwood can only stop it twice.
And I just said they played a clean game.
You did. You know what happens when you say that,
I did not mean to jinx those young fellas.
Yeah.
But
the officials heard you. So Stacy said, "Up,
yeah.
here we go."
Oh, it looks like we're not calling any penalties on them. Let me
throw the flag.
The pink flags at that.
Pink flag.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month in
Absolutely.
October.
Absolutely. Please support. Please support.
Whistles,
Yeah. Please support. Cancer sucks. All the money's raised are necessary. 3:34 left to settle it. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication in the backfield and just a lot of blue jerseys. They did not wrap him up. They hit him and didn't wrap him up. He's across the 50, the 40. Marie across the 30. Cuts back. Marie's trying to score. Gets inside the 20 to about the 15. That's one of those things where you got him, you got him, you got him. Nobody made the tackle for Heathwood Hall. That's just a mental letdown. They had him hit. Several guys had him, Joe. Did not wrap him up. In the red zone, take a look.
You just got to wrap up. You see 55 there with a chance, a couple of other defenders right there. And that's just Marie just saying, you know what? I'm not going down. I'm not going to go down. And there he goes, picking him up and putting him down. Big, big play for Ben Lippen right there to put themselves in the red zone. And, again, Heathwood can stop it a couple of times, but Ben Lippen punches one in right here. It's gonna be a happy bus ride back up to Ben Lippen School.
That's a big run by Marie. They just didn't wrap him up.
There's just you're expecting him to go down, and like we said, he's a low center of gravity guy. He's not a big guy. He didn't strong legs.
Yeah, he didn't want to participate in the whole he's going down program. He said, "No, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going." And that's a Canada Heating and Cooling first down. They in the Jim Hudson red zone. Experience it once, and you'll never forget. We already, folks, I have a birdie tell me in my ear, I already knew who the player of the game is unless something changes. I might already know what the play of the game is. And we'll see. We'll share this with you guys in just a bit.
We might have another candidate for play of the game.
Right. That's true. Oh, that's a nice dip that time.
Flag.
Train them with a nice run and didn't stay in bounds, but it's going to be a flag down. And it looks like it may be.
This is a backfield.
Yeah, they're talking to the illegal shift again. And you can call it, that stops the clock right here. That if you can take advantage of this penalty and nothing, use your timeouts after these next couple of tackles. But there's two illegal shift calls on them.
That keeps the clock stopped. Actually, now they'll wind the clock.
And they're in no hurry. They're gonna use all the play clock. They're just loitering at this point. Chillaxing, if you will.
Tymer Zimmerman really, he's gonna have to. There's gonna have to be some clock management. I would imagine a timeout will come after this first play.
Unless they get a first. Yeah, first down to make it academic here in a moment. But you got to start using them. There'll be 2 minutes left in the game after this play.
Now they're going to get a delay.
And I don't think they meant to do that.
Delay of game is the call against Ben Lippen.
I don't know if they wanted to do that.
Lost body is now back to the 25-yard line. First and 20 from the 25.
So, yeah, it's 2:06, Joe.
And now with the clock winding, they're going to have to take a timeout.
They're going to take a timeout. It gives us a moment here to thank some of our outstanding staff here. I believe we're staying here at 2:01. Heathwood takes the timeout. Shout out to our technical director, Mike Weinmiller, technical manager, Kevin Pasternak, producer, Brittany Frierson. EIC is Tim Brusky. Audio mixer is a gentleman by the name of Kevin Pasternak. Just so versatile. Video, Adam Babington.
K-Paz does it all.
Absolutely. Camera folks are Jordan Howell, Taylor Shirley, Jared Thomas, David Delbold, and Jessica Pasternak. Lead replay is Kendall Bishop. Graphics, Seth Robertson. Stats, and of course, stage manager Al Johnson. TOC is Taylor Bone. And Jessica Pasternak doesn't have any tackles this season. Usually she has 3 or 4 tackles. She's usually ranked in a lot of statewide stats, but this year she has no tackles as of now. And we'll keep it that way because, every now and then she'll have to rough a player up on the sidelines. But
She does a great job with the band at Airport High School. You know that?
She does that as well. She's
terrific.
She does that.
The band over at Airport.
She's been in that business for a minute, and she does well. Loves the kids. So we have a great crew out here. Some of them up here with us on top of the press box. It's chilly, and they're just exuberant to be doing their job. And we appreciate the enthusiasm and all of that they bring to the table. So it's a chilly night, football weather, so we'll be prepared for the chilly temperatures of our next few games. Next week, we'll be in Sumter, South Carolina, I do believe. Heathwood versus Sumter. Big 5A matchup. The referees, we come back, the referees are having a long conversation. You think it could be a clock situation, Joe? They're talking about they're having a whole...
The coaches are asking, why did the clock restart after that first penalty, and then it restarted again after the delay penalty? So
it should have stopped.
I thought after the illegal shift, the clock should stop.
Yeah. So
then they wound it.
Yeah, Heathwood Hall called a timeout. They really shouldn't have had the call, I think, Joe.
That's why I agree.
Yeah. So I was wondering about that. It looked a little...
Because theoretically, Ben Lippen wouldn't snap it again. You just commit penalties if they're going to wind the clock after it.
Right. And I was just thinking about that. Yeah, they just go all the way back to their own 20, and we go home. But you're right. So they tell them.
They're going to put time on the clock, which I think is the right thing here.
But they can't give them that timeout back. I don't think they can do that.
I think they did. I don't think they charged them for the timeout. Because they shouldn't charge them.
Right. There should have been an official stoppage to get
yes.
the clock. Yeah, if I'm Tamir Zimmerman, I'm having a whole fit about that.
I don't think the clock should start until the snap.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was looking. I was like, I don't think that's copacetic, kosher. Shotgun formation. I tell you, this kid, big stick right there. But that kid's legs still driving. If they haven't learned yet, you got to put 22 all the way on his back. Braden Marie has been really playing tough this entire ball game.
They still have 2 timeouts, and they're going to let the clock run. If you're Heathwood, you're going to gamble and let them run one more play. Let Ben Lippen run one more play, and then call your last 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I think you're trying to save them all for offense, but it's not going to be able to work there. But they're going to have to call one after this next play. I don't know, Joe. They're going to get the ball back with less than a minute on the clock, as it is.
Unless they pick up a first down. First down or touchdown ends this thing, but Ben Lippen can get a first down inside the 5.
And you got to wrap up if you're Heathwood Hall, but Ben Lippen's been playing tough and physical all game long, and now they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, Ben Lippen calls a timeout with 1:07.
You're looking at the time management here. You got to figure, 1:07 on the clock. Ben Lippen will run it again on second down. Heathwood Hall will take a timeout. That'll probably stop it around a minute, maybe. That'll bring up third down. They'll run it again. They'll stop it again.
About 50 seconds?
About 50, between 50 and a minute. They probably won't pick up a first down. And now they could try for the field goal. If you're Ben Lippen, try for the field goal.
And you don't mind that. And you don't mind that if you still need a touchdown either way. So that changes nothing for Heathwood Hall. Down 4, down 7.
The only thing you can't do if you're Heathwood is allow them to get a first down or a touchdown.
Right.
Those 2 things are killers.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We'll be hitting I-77.
We'll be on Bluff Road to 77,
Absolutely.
back down 20.
All that there.
You're figuring Heathwood will get the ball more than likely with about 50 seconds on the clock thereabouts.
Yeah, right about 50, maybe a little under. Depends on the length of the play, of course. And
true.
And both teams' defenses have played well, and both teams' offenses has questions to answer. But Ben Lippen has made the timely plays, and that's the difference. Freshman Dupree, Trainum in motion, and Trainum has a little room on that left side now. Oh, good tackle, nice and in. Oh, that's Hughes. He is a heat-seeking missile. Yeah, that kid is special.
I was just, where did he come from?
Wow. That's want to right there, Joe.
That is. Julian Hughes is just, he was seeking that football he came in with a bad mood. And as we anticipated, 1 minute left on the clock.
You called it. Now, third down, and it's going to be about 15 still.
And they'll run it again here for sure to make them burn their last. For Ben Lippen will to make Heathwood burn their last time out. And so you're looking probably, again, like we talked about, Talking time management and clock, game management here, about 53 seconds, somewhere thereabouts on the clock.
Now, Joe, if they don't get another yard, this is a 37-yard field goal right here. So.
And I don't know that I kick a field goal here if you're Ben Lippen. I mean, it's fourth and...
I'd run a play before I...
Because the last one, I don't know how it wasn't blocked, to be honest with you.
And that would be huge. A block kick would be a...
Oh.
That could end the game the wrong way.
Yeah, could you imagine a block kick, scoop, and score the other way?
That would be something to behold, and a great way to. That'd be great TV. But Lippen don't want any part of that. 3rd and 15, they're going to gift. And again, they have the young man 22. They got to put him on the ground. They did that time. He got about 3 timeouts going to be called. Well, they hadn't called it. They haven't called a timeout. Do we know they had another timeout? Because they haven't called one.
Brought down by Jordan Kennedy and Oliver Loxton.
Maybe they don't have another one.
4th down and 14.
Unless that scoreboard is wrong. I don't understand why they wouldn't call one unless they're out of them. They're two circles on the clock. Okay, all right, they've taken them off now. They have none left.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So all that stuff we talked about, Stacy.
Scratch all that. That's going to be it.
Scratch it all.
That's it. That's going to be. They may have to snap it one more time. Yep, stopped at 10.6. They're going to.
So we were going by what the scoreboard had, and
a lot of wasted.
Scoreboard was indicating 2 timeouts still left for Heathwood.
Don't trust your lying eyes, Joe Cashin.
I know. So I apologize to all watching this thing. That was.
How dare you look at the scoreboard?
We were right, though, if they would have had 2 timeouts. I think
Absolutely.
what we were talking about was right, assuming they had 2. They didn't have any, so.
Absolutely. Yeah, everything we said was on point.
It was just
considering the information we thought we had.
We were working with.
So I don't feel so bad. I'll tell you what, it's interesting how, again, both teams have a lot of things to work on offense. Both have to be proud of their defense, but Heathwood Hall definitely left a lot of points.
They left a lot, Stacy. They left a lot of opportunities to go by the boards out here tonight. A lot of points on them. Could have been scored tonight by them. But give credit to Ben Lippen. I mean, they came up with stop and stop and stop time after time when they had to.
Absolutely. And they're going to probably take a knee here, victory formation, and Heathwood Hall will have a Hail Mary? They better get back there. So with 8 seconds, the clock will stop with a change of possession. And you have a Hail Mary right here.
Takes a knee, the ball turnover on downs to Heathwood.
Well, you got to know where number 1 is out there on both teams, right? I mean, if you're Heathwood, you want to get the ball to 1 because he can pop it. If you're Ben Lippen, you got to know where he is. You can't let him do it.
I'm watching him. He has defensive gloves and offensive gloves. He took gloves off and put another pair on. So I think he wears 1 pair of gloves on defense and 1 on offense.
That's interesting.
He came to. I just saw him come to the sideline. I was wondering what he's doing. He handed them to somebody, and they gave him in his other hand. He got another pair of gloves, and now he's putting them on the sideline. This is his pass catching gloves. So
they're gonna add a little bit of time. I think the referee's gonna add a little bit. I think he wants 8 something on the clock. Yeah, they're gonna add a second.
Yeah,
doesn't really matter. This is gonna be the last play anyway.
Yeah. Unless you throw a quick out to give you a chance to get. I don't know how far Belt can throw it in the air, but unless you get a quick out to get him so he can throw it in the end zone.
Ben Lippen here. You can't let anybody run past you. You just can't do that and give up the chance to get beaten over the top for the big one.
And here we go. They're going to throw it right here. They're going to try to come to advantage. Was he trying to get out of bounds or was he trying to score? First down, so they're going to start the clock. Start the clock. They got to spike the ball. The referee saying on him, they're going to put 2 seconds and wind the clock on him. So Heathwood Hall is to line up right here.
They got to snap it. And they're going to get a chance to line up too because they're going to put some time back on the clock.
Yeah, you can put it to 2 seconds, I think. Well, I see .8 is still on the clock.
Now they're going to put 2.
Okay. So he spiked it. He spiked it. No, he spiked. Now they said it.
He dropped it.
He dropped it.
I don't think he ever had it.
That's not a good way to end the ball game. That's a lot of dejected looks on the Heathwood Hall side. But Ben Lippen, how about the Ben Lippen Falcons? What a game played by the Falcons on the road to get a win on a senior night at Heathwood Hall. Ben Lippen played very well on defense and made all the timely plays. Congratulations to them. And we're going to have that's a celebration on the white side, and the blue jerseys are dejected, but the handshake line, great sportsmanship in the Skeezer matchup. And we'll step away and come back with some accolades for you guys as player of the game and play of the game winners after this.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Saluda County.
And meteorologist Clara Faith.
We're getting back to that time of year across the Midlands when the humidity will start to climb.
Bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News. Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
I was in the company truck and they hit me from the back, hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me, because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
We are in the aftermath of Ben Lippen, the Falcons, on the road on a Thursday night. 10-6 over Heathwood Hall here at Highlander Stadium. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Amanda Poole we'll check in with later, but let's talk about our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Joe Cassius, you got to say the name. I want you to say the name.
You sure you don't want to
I want you to say. Nah, you go ahead, man.
Our player of the game is for Ben Lippen. He's defensive and offensive lineman. Actually, this is the play of the game. Well, here our player of the game is Austin Huff, right? He's a big-time player, senior. He punts, he blocks on offense, and he gets sacks. You see him right here with one of many sacks he has tonight in this ball game.
Oh, wow.
5 tackles for loss for 32 yards. He had 5 punts and averaged about 27 per. Had a couple that kind of flipped the field, so that was a big night for Austin Huff, the senior defender for the Ben Lippen Falcons. Big-time player.
A couple of sacks right there you saw, and he played offensive line as well. That's brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. Who, when it comes to workers' comp, who you hire matters. And now Mark Brown brings you our play of the game. Let's look at our play of the game.
This was also another big-time defender tonight. Kellen George, you see him right here. He gets the big sack. Huff with the pressure. George with the finish right there. The sack fumble. This was big here in this second half for Ben Lippen. It helped set up a field goal, which extended the lead to 10-6, which wound up being the final margin to victory tonight for Ben Lippen.
It was a rough night for that Heathwood Hall offense, caused by Ben Lippen's defense. Shout out to their whole coaching staff and the defensive side in particular. Let's go down with Amanda Poole and a jubilant bunch of Ben Lippen Falcons and Coach Weigel. What's up, Amanda?
Thank you, Stacey. All right, Coach, you told your team it was pretty ugly tonight, but you guys got the win. What did you say about your team's grit tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the prettiest game to watch probably, but they fought for 4 quarters. Defense battled. They got their backs against the wall a few times and hung in there. And offense just gritted it out. We ran the ball most of the night, and we had guys like this carrying the rock, and it was a good night for us on the ground.
What'd you learn about your defense tonight? Yeah,
I mean, they've done that all year. You know, their back's been against the wall several times all year, and they bow their back, and we don't give up many touchdowns. We gave up some plays and yards tonight, but it's hard to get in the end zone against us.
Awesome. All right, you guys get your first win for Skis Up Play so far this season. And because of that, we also get our Game of the Week trophy presented by Sonic.
Congratulations.
Ben Lippen Falcons, their motto all season is ring the bell, and they ring the bell tonight with the victory over the Heathwood Hall Highlanders. Shout out to Ben Lippen, Coach Weigel and his staff and everyone. Great game played by them. And, of course, we want to shout out all of our sponsors and the people who make it all possible here for us. Sonic, the title sponsor, Stewart Law Offices, South Carolina Army National Guard, Columbia Police Department, Cameron Heating and Air, Atkins Law Firm, Mark Brown Law Firm. Also want to thank Jim Hudson Automotive, Michaelis Mattress, Blue Cross Blue Shield, MUSC, Lexington Medical Center, Palmetto Pride for helping make it all possible here. And, of course, on behalf of Joe Cash and my broadcast partner, Amanda Poole, down the sideline, I'm Stacey Huff saying thank y'all for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. We'll be in Sumter next Friday night for Sumter. The Gamecocks host the Bengals of Blythewood High School in the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week from Highlander Stadium. Saying good night to everyone. Have a great sports weekend, and we'll see you next week on the FNR Game of the Week, Year 10, as we roll on. Have a good night.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it.
It all. That is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6, or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.